Looking for a super offer on Super Bowl 58? DraftKings Sportsbook have you covered. New customers can bet on the big game and turn $5 into $200 instantly in bonus bets. Download DraftKings Sportsbook app now and use code Shannon. New customers can bet $5 and get $200 instantly in bonus bets. Only on DraftKings Sportsbook, an official sports betting partner of Super Bowl 58 with code Shannon. The crown is yours.
Shannon, I don't know if you see the clock in front of you. We are live in about 38 seconds. I will count you down from 10 anyway, but the clock is in front. Yeah, the clock's the same. You just can see it now because we're going to use that for this. Yeah, that's new because we're going to use that for the segment animations we're adding so you can see them. Yeah. I've been 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another episode of Nightcap Basketball Style. I'm your favorite Unc, Shannon Sharpe. He's your favorite number 0, Wildcat legend, Agent Zero, Hibachi, Gilbert Arenas. How you doing?
I'm good.
That's what we got.
I'm good. Hey, Unc, before we get into it, Unc.
Yeah. Yes.
I heard your Taylor Swift comments and Beyonce comments.
Yes. Okay. Hold up. Let me get this. Let me get through the reverb. Okay. Please make sure y'all hit the subscribe button. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for helping us get to 947,000 subscribers. We're 53,000 away from 1 million. Our goal is to reach 1 million by next Thursday. So we're a little over 7.5 days. We're about 2 hours and 15 minutes from being 7 days away from trying to get our magic number. Please make sure y'all subscribe to the Nightcap podcast feed. You can get it through Club Shay Shay, but Nightcap has its own podcast feed. We'd also like for you to subscribe and like Gil's Arena channel on YouTube. The show airs Monday through Thursday live at 11:30 a.m. Pacific. That's 2:30 Eastern. Again, Gil's Arena. His channel is on YouTube. His show airs Monday through Thursday live at 11:30 a.m. Pacific. That's 2:30 p.m. That's 2:30 p.m. Eastern time. We've also pinned Shea by Laportier, the link at the top of the chat. Hey, Super Bowl parties. You got Valentine's Day. You got St. Patrick's Day. Who knows? You might even have a birthday or just celebrating something. So go out, make sure you get yourself a bottle or someone special in your life a bottle. Ladies, if you grab your man one, he would greatly, greatly appreciate it. Okay, Gil. Ocho and I was discussing the needle, talking about the NFL, Taylor Swift. I think she's been about 12 of the Chiefs game. They're 9-3. And it seems a lot of the NFL fans are getting upset when they pan to her. Even though the longest time that the camera has been on her, I think it's been about 24 seconds. No, it's less than a minute altogether. Or maybe all the times that the camera has panned on her, Gil, if you add the time up, I think it might be less than a minute. So she's been to 12 games. If you add all the time cumulative, it's been less than a minute. But fans are upset, realizing that you only ask. I think someone said there was a stat that they only show about 18 minutes because they pan on the coaches and they pan on everything else what's going on the sideline. So I was explaining why they do that for the NFL. Is about getting a new revenue stream, a new source, a new demographic, young girls that don't even like football, don't know anything about football, but they know Taylor Swift is at the game. And if she likes football, I like football. Like Michael Jordan, he wears Hanes. Mom, get me some Hanes draws. He drinks Gatorade. I won't drink Gatorade too. Them shoes, they got him jumping out the gym. Hey, I'm gonna need those Air Jordans. So I don't know what you need to do, Mom, but I need to get those. And so that's what Ocho and I was trying to equate it to, saying the why they're doing it and moving of the needle. And your response, you don't believe that Taylor Swift. I don't know. Go ahead. What did you want?
Oh, nah. I don't care about no Taylor Swift. I don't watch Pancakes move, okay? I don't watch Pancakes move. Like, most of us don't really know any of her songs as
I could name one.
But you're right. She moves the needle. One thing she don't do is she don't get male followers to fall in love with her from her performance. See, I wasn't a Beyonce fan until I went to a concert, and I'm watching her perform, and she got the Freakum dress. Oh, she did the Freakum dress. When she did the Freakum dress right there in the moment, I downloaded all her songs. Listen, I was so excited when she was out there popping it, because I know Taylor Swift can't pop because, she wasn't born with the backside Beyonce got. So when Beyonce was popping it up, no lie, I went into I had this made on the spot. Not gonna lie, hey, listen, I had to get the autograph. I'm Beehive. I'm straight male Beehive.
You team. You'll be.
Yeah, be the male version of it. I don't know what that sounds like, but that one, yeah. Listen,
Look, I've never been to a Taylor Swift concert, and the likelihood of me going, my kids are grown now. My daughters are grown. I know my son's not gonna. That's not something he would want to attend. But I've been to a Beyonce concert. Not this one. I think it was Lemonade or the Renaissance tour or something like that. The last one, in 2016, and I ended up paying $12,000 for those tickets. There was 2 tickets. I paid $12,000 for it. So back in 2016, and she was amazing. It was 2 hours of nonstop entertainment. And I know she has an unbelievable voice because I've seen her in situations where she's not trying to entertain and she's just singing and she's letting you hear her vocals. So can she sing? Absolutely. But she's an entertainer because she's moving and she's dancing and she's singing and everybody is into it. And so I don't know how the people took it as I'm trying to disrespect her and I'm saying to say Taylor Swift is better than her. That's not what I was trying to say. And if y'all took it as that, y'all trying to read and trying to make more out of it than what it was. I was just merely talking about why the NFL keeps showing her, because of the index is saying that she's bringing eyeballs that we didn't previously have. That's all I was saying. And you say, well, if Beyonce was dating an NFL player, I have to use the variables that I have. That's like saying, well, what if there's an earthquake in Georgia? Well, Georgia don't really have earthquakes. So what if there are hurricanes in California? I've got to deal with the weather and the variables and the elements that I have. So it was a great conversation. I didn't know, but I guess I'm going to have to know, Unc Gil. I mean, you're on the same thing. Kind of like when we say things, people are going to take it and it's going to go viral. Yeah. I didn't expect it to be on the Shade Room and World Star and all these other stars. I thought I did a great job. But people say, well, Shannon says that she's as big as Michael Jackson. I said, no, I didn't. I said, I think she's the closest thing to Mike that we've seen. As far as clicks, as far as albums, as far as buzz that she generates. That's just me. I could be wrong. Now, maybe bring me somebody. And I'm not talking about the Beatles because we know what the Beatles were. But bring me somebody that you believe generates the buzz like Taylor.
Yeah, see, in the football world, they got something that they wasn't expecting. They didn't realize they were going to get these followers from this. So the fact that she's there, like, because what happened is it didn't happen with Sierra and Russell Wilson, right? Two different type of people in this world, right?
Correct.
You know what I mean? So, there's only a few.
They didn't get it with Kim Kardashian was showing up with Miles Austin or something like that either. And we know Kim Kardashian is a draw. She's a brand.
There's only a few people. There's only a few women that can do that in just this in this sport. Like when we thought she was dating Austin Reeves, Lakers
Yeah.
pandemonium, right? You know,
Yeah.
it should have been to the Laker game. You know what I mean? It's just different. You know, it's an all-male sport. So that to have, you know, a woman of her caliber just supporting it, obviously her fans are going to support. Her fans are going to be automatic Chiefs fans, even though they don't know nobody. You know, to them, she plays, right? She's going to the game tonight, and that's like an open concert for her. So I understood what you were saying. You know, I get it.
Yeah.
Gil,
I'm not so sure Taylor Swift knows the difference between a screenplay and a screen porch. She knows that the man that she loves or she's dating plays football.
Mm-hmm.
Probably didn't know what position he played before she met him.
No, facts.
I'm not so sure she had ever been to a football game. I don't know. Has she ever been to a football? Ash, you know, that's Ash thing. That's Ash is a Taylor Swift. Has she ever been to a football game that you could? She was an Eagles fan. Ash says he's an Eagles fan. I'm not so sure if she's been to a game, how many games she's been to.
Mm-hmm.
But after doing something and, you know, you get the hang of it.
Mm-hmm.
You get when to cheer, when not to cheer. You might not know what's going on, but hey, hell, everybody else cheered and they got the same color gear on that I got on. So something good must have happened.
Hey,
and so
she about to win her first Super Bowl. Here we go. She gonna be down there like she Patrick Mahomes.
So if I say Patrick Mahomes is the closest thing to Tom Brady, Shannon said Patrick Mahomes better than Tom Brady.
Yeah, they always do that better, right?
Well, damn, I just said he's the closest thing to him. I mean, if we say a football player, you know, well, this player, Aaron Donald is the closest thing to LT. Shannon said Aaron Donald better than LT. Damn, I could have swore I said Aaron Donald is the closest thing that I've seen to LT. I didn't say he was LT or better than LT. I say the closest thing to.
They need to click, so they got to change the title to fit them, so they get the views. You know, that's it. You know how it works. The game is a game.
Yeah. Okay. Let's get to this basketball game. Dame Lillard in his return. He goes back with the Bucks to where he spent the previous decade plus to Portland. Portland wins the game, spoils his return, 119 to 116. Dame had 25 points. He was 9 of 23, 3 of 13 from the three-point line, and they lose. Anthony Simons hit a jumper and ended up winning the game by 3. They missed the three-point. Brook Lopez missed the three-point shot. They make both free throws. They're down by 3. They foul Giannis. He missed the first one, so now he has to miss the second one, and they end up losing the game. What do you make of Dame's return?
Just as a player, right? You're going back to the where you started your career, where, you know, all your all-stars or your all NBAs, where your family is, where you really had your ties. The game for Dame was won when he landed and he got to pick his kids up. It was his kids' birthdays. He got to be with them for their birthday. He got to see all his family he left behind. So just for him personally, that was a big thing. Mm-hmm. For the Bucks as a team, right? Like you're in, like you Doc. Like, what do you do? Like, this is my thing with this team. Forget that you lost the game. You lost the game to a team that got 15 wins. No superstar on the team, no game changer on the team. And the funny part about this, the last 20 minutes of the game, starting in the third quarter, the only free throws Portland shot was the last 4 seconds. So that means that they didn't shoot a free throw throughout the 9-minute mark all the way to basically the 4-second mark. So that means they was getting nothing but buckets on your ass.
Yeah. Because I saw what's his name? Hold on, let me see. Jeremy Grant.
Mm-hmm.
Jeremy Grant, he got going in the fourth and seemed like everything that he put up, he was getting to his spot, elevating, boom, knocking it down. Simons did the Euro step over Mike Beasley. Got it. But I thought, and played well. DeAndre Ayton played well tonight. He got big buckets when he absolutely had to have them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but I was surprised. I was expecting Milwaukee to win this game, considering everybody was a go tonight. Giannis was a go. Obviously, Dame was going to play because he's going in his return. Um, Obviously, it's emotional going back. Like you said, you spent the lion's share of your career there. You're probably going to be known for being in Portland. Some of your best years, now, unless you win a championship, your best years are going to come in Portland. It's hard to see me. I don't think he's going to match the number of years that he played in Portland and match that playing in Milwaukee. Now, the only thing that he can do, because he's been all NBA, he's been an all-star, all that other stuff. Now, the only thing that he can do in Milwaukee is win a title. And that's why he got out of Portland, was to give himself an opportunity to win a title. But I thought the crowd was great towards him because he's been great as a player. He's been great in the community. He's been nothing but a model citizen. But the Blazers played really well tonight, and I think they wanted to, because they had what? DeAndre Ayton was 10 of 17. Anthony Simons was 10 of 19. They got Scoot Henderson was 6 of 11, got 15 off the bench. They got another guy got 10 off the bench. They played well. Milwaukee really didn't get a whole lot off their bench. Crowder gave them 6. Bobby Portis, who's their main scoring option off the bench, he normally gives them somewhere around 12 and 8, 12 and 10, but he's been known to give them 20 plus. They got 17 points off the bench. And Portland got 14, 20, got 35 off the bench. So you're plus 18 off the bench. 9 of 9. I mean, the free throws, Portland only shot 9 free throws, but they were 100%. Milwaukee shot 18. They're 13 of 15, 13 of 18, 72%. Milwaukee was terrible from the three-point line. They got up 45, only made 13. And Portland was 12 of 28. They were 42%. But Portland shot 53% from the floor. So that tells me, as you said, okay, they only shot 9 free throws. They're a jump shooting team. Yeah. And you let them shoot 53%? Damn.
That's what I'm saying. It's like your problem with Doc. I mean, your problem with
Adrian Griffin
was no defense, but Doc's history is he doesn't have defense. He don't have defensive schemes. Every team he went to had a great defensive team, and then over the years they slipped under Doc. That is his history, right? Yeah, he had Boston for that great year where they came in and Kevin Garnett, a defensive player, came in. You got Ray Allen. They had a great group of defensive players. And then from there, you slid defensively. Who you were in Orlando, horrible defensively. When you finished with the Clippers, when Clippers got great at defense, who did they bring in? Paul George, defensive players, Kawhi, a defensive player. So those two players automatically made the team a better defensive team. You, as a coach, don't have defensive schemes. You're not a defensive coach, right? When you went to Philly, I'm sorry, but your point guard that was 6'11" was all first-team defense.
Right.
Embiid was a defensive player, so you inherited defense, right? So you go in there with this defensive, there's nothing in your history that says you're very great at defense. I'm sorry to point it out. There's nothing in your history that says that.
Yeah. This doesn't look well because I think they were 30 and 13, 30 and 12. 30 and 13, and you fire Adrian Griffin. Now, this is what I know, and I could be totally off base. You tell me what you want. Jason Kidd was the coach. He's gone. Budenholzer was there for 5-6 years, won a title. He's gone. Adrian Griffin lasted 43 games. He's gone. Now Doc's in. That's 4 coaches in about, 6 years?
Yep.
So we're not going to say anything about y'all. I mean, Giannis is above reproach?
No. We're going to say exactly what most stars do. When they feel they are bigger than the coach, and then when the coach is bumping about something, they use their power to get rid of the coach. And that is the instance in this, right? And they don't realize that they're going to have to adjust. Like Dame, like what he has to adjust to is this. He was used to playing under Adrian Griffin the whole 12 minutes, right? He's used to playing the whole 12 minutes, right? And then he comes out at the beginning of at the top of the second, right?
Right.
It's 3 minutes. Well, Doc ain't like that, right? Doc gonna sub you out at the 3 minute mark And then he's going to hold you all the way to the 9-minute mark, which for a scorer, it's the dumbest thing in the world.
Yeah. He didn't get a rhythm. He got to play.
No. Here's why, the last 3 minutes, most of the time you're in a penalty, right? This is like the red zone. You're in a penalty.
Right.
And then imagine taking out your best running back and your best
wide receiver
while you're in the red zone, right? That's what this is. When coaches take their best player out in those 3 minutes, right? That is the most important time in the game because one, you're in a penalty. Most of the time, other teams are subbing in, right? Which means those players is cold. So you can really push the tempo to try to get to the free throw line. So this is a chance where your best player can take free throws because they don't want to foul anymore. But when you take your best player out, put some cold players in, they use that 3 minutes to get in, to get warm. So they don't take advantage of the 3 minutes anyway. Right.
So what's the best case scenario for the Bucks? Anything less than a championship, is this season a disappointment?
Yeah, no, the best thing for the Bucks right now is like to go into the locker room and say, hey, Doc, listen, we changed our mind. Right. We're gonna go with that guy that gave us the win when you wasn't here. We fired the other dude. The dude that he wasn't really a coach, but we got a win. Right. Remember, one of the wins is when they didn't have a coach.
Wow.
Yeah. So Doc, pack your shit, and then we're gonna go ahead and finish the season without you because at the end of the day, we were good before you got here.
So they're 0-2 now with Doc, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And they 2-0 without a coach.
So how surprised are you that a team makes a move 43 games into the season and it's not somebody that's on the staff that takes over? They go completely outside.
Yeah, this is crazy. This is called connections. Can't even be mad at Doc for this. This is called connection. You really have some pull because it doesn't happen like this, right? As a coach, you don't want to be a coach that come in on this is too much pressure for Doc. He can't even handle the pressure when he got the team for the whole year. Now you got to try to put in plays and learn they plays right here in real time. You go down 0-3, you best believe you getting killed in the media. That's why I said this wasn't a win-win for Doc. Because, if you win the championship, it was like, well, they were 30-13 before they got to you, dude. If you lose, it's your fault because it was 30-13 before you got there.
But help me understand this, Gil. I'm watching the game. Why the hell Giannis run get the ball? You know damn well you can't shoot no free throws. You the last person that should get the ball. If everybody should go to the end, and Dame got to get that basketball. Damian Lillard got to get that basketball. Why the hell? You down I get it. You down a bucket. No, you down 3 at this point because they had just gone to the free throw line and made 2 shots. So you're down 116, 119. Why the hell you throw the ball to Giannis?
Because sometimes players can't get it out of their own way, right? Right. And I said it. I was crucial on Giannis and say, right, you need to learn how to really play the game, get into the post, dominate from short distance, right? You dribbling the ball up court, trying to do the same right to left Euro, right? We can see it coming from a mile away. Like most of your buckets are you're trying to come downhill, right? When you are slowing up, when your game slows up, what do you have? You haven't learned how to play back to the basket to really be dominant. So like MJ learned back to the basket when he still had all his right. He understood evolution, right? He understood that I must slow up at some point in time. When I do, I won't be affected by it, right? So he's so used to grabbing the ball, going full court, doesn't realize, sir, this is not your time of the game now.
That's dangerous.
That's a player who make free throws, who can get it done, right? Right. This is like Shaq get the ball and say, hey, I'm going to try to do it myself, and we're going to foul you. You go to the free throw. Like, you have to understand this game, right? You have to understand who's on your team. You got to understand the sacrifice.
Yeah, it was tough. It was tough to watch because I'm looking at him like, well, why the hell? And first of all, why are you passing it to him? I'm not finna give you the ball because I mean, of all the players that were on the court, Giannis would be the last guy for the Bucks that I would actually think would make both of those free throws. Now they foul and make them go down to make two more, and then we got to throw the ball to the length of the court and try to get it in. But I'm not throwing. Giannis is the last guy that's out there that I'm actually think is going to make both of these free throws.
Yeah, he is. I mean, to be honest, he is the last guy, right? That's not your first option. Your first option is a guy who shoots, 92% from the free throw line. That's the guy that you want to the ball. But the problem with the Bucks is there's nobody else you can throw the ball to because they don't shoot free throws. So most of the team, right, didn't shoot free throws this game. And they don't want those two to be the most exciting. Well, like Middleton can't get his ass to the free throw line no more, right?
Nope.
Beasley just shoot jump shots all day. So for the most part, only Dame.
They only had 4 guys shoot free throws the other night. Jay Crowder was 1 for 2.
Yeah.
Jay Crowder was 1 for 2. Dame was 4 for 4. Brook Lopez was 1 for 1. And Giannis was 7 for 11.
Yeah, they're a jump shooting team. They don't have nobody to get to the basket when they need free throws. So they don't understand, hey, listen, if Giannis want to drive and get us in a penalty, once he gets into the penalty, that's when you become Shea. Get you and steal you some free throws.
Yeah, they don't really have anybody that. I mean, Brook Lopez 7-1, but he doesn't play with his back to the basket. He's hovering around the 3-point line.
Yep.
Dame is as a guard. He's not playing with his back to the basket. That's not Beasley's game. Giannis, that's not his game. As you said, he's looking to get ahead of steam and come downhill. I'm a Euro step you. I'm a side step you. I'm going to lay it up. I'm going to dunk on you. That's what I'm going to do. But as far as getting the ball in the block and turning around over his shoulder, that's not what he does. And he hasn't developed that aspect of his game. And I'm thinking that's why he went down to Houston to try to work with Olajuwon to get his footwork right, because Olajuwon has worked with some of the greats as far as footwork. And I don't know how much of it connected with Giannis, but it doesn't seem like he's comfortable with it because he's still doing. I don't see anything that with some of the cut-ups that I saw that Olajuwon was showing him. I mean, you see Kobe, you see it in Kobe's game. You see LeBron shooting that fade, that fall away. But I mean, Giannis, I don't know if he paid him. Maybe it was like, okay. But at the end of the day, you're going to have to trust that what you learn, you're going to have to put it into effect. If you don't use it, what good did you learn a trade if you won't a trade if you don't use it?
See, I called that out early. 50,000. I said 50,000. That's a ripoff, right? It's a ripoff. You're paying that much for a weekend. You're not going to learn anything on a weekend. Like, it takes you months to learn a skill for it to be natural for you. I said, listen, Hakeem is great at footwork. The problem with Hakeem's footwork is he learned it playing soccer at 10 years old. So that means he wasn't a basketball player. He just used what he had in his brain and
he already knew
basketball. Yeah. So when he does a move, it's instinct to him. He don't know how to give it to them. So I said, first, before you go to Hakeem, you need footwork. He can give you the move to match your footwork. And I said, with Ochocinco's footwork, I'll rather you pay $50,000 to go learn the ladder drill and the footwork drill from football players or soccer players. Then once you have independent foot and you know how it works, then take your happy ass down to Hakeem and learn the moves that go with this footwork. But he's giving you a move with your footwork and it doesn't work. So what ends up happening is you tried this shit the first of the game, you traveled, I called it out on you, and then the rest of the season you went right back to what you know, because that is not part of your game. You want to learn footwork. Soon as the season is ending, you go learn you start working on that today. That's before you get to the basketball court.
Or if you go down to Olajuwon to work on footwork, okay, let's just say you're going for the weekend. Now you have to implement that, Gil. So the whole summer, while you're doing it, I'm doing this. I'm working on it. It's a situation where sometimes, we learn something and then we think, well, okay, that's what I learned. I'm going to wait to the game. No, you got to practice it before you get to the game. Because if you don't, it's kind of like the thing with Tebow. If you look at Tebow when he was going to Tom House and these throwing gurus, he was fine until he got in a stressful situation.
Yeah.
Because the memory will revert back to what I feel most comfortable doing. And so he felt, As long as he was not under stress, he had a nice, compact throwing motion. But the moment he got stressed, he had that elongated throwing motion. Yeah. So Giannis, as long as he's comfortable, okay, he might try to footwork. But if he get in a stressful situation, he's gonna go back to, I got to get downhill. Yeah, but damn my feet. Let me Euro step. And a lot of times he charged because he got a charging foul late in the ball game. But you have to, whatever you learn, you have to implement it away from the situation in which you learned it. That's the only way it's going to stick, Gil.
Yeah.
And I don't know if people, I don't understand if people understand that. The Celtics now lead the East by 5 games. This is their largest conference lead since 2008. The Bucks are 5 games back. The Knicks are 6 games back. The Cavs got a monster night from Donovan Mitchell, or 6.5. And Philly is fading slowly but surely with 7 games back. And with Joel Embiid being out, we're going to get to him a little later. They're going to probably be, might be later than that. The Suns, there was another return. Kevin Durant and the Suns traveled back to Brooklyn and beat them 136-120. KD's return to Brooklyn was his first since the trade. Hold on, let me find this game right up. Where is this game at? Let me get the full scoreboard. You know, I got me a little new toy up here, Gil. No, I won't. Where is this game at, Ash? But I don't see it. Here it is. Okay. Yeah, but yeah, you know, it's real fast, Gil. It's real fast. You know, I'm up here hitting stuff. Man, come on. I don't need that.
Come on, you're showing your age, Sean.
Yeah, man. And my eyesight.
You see, I'm up here. Can't do that online, huh?
Hey, you see, I'm up here squinting. Okay, I got it. Brooklyn. There it is. Whoop, there it is. There it is, Gil. There it is. Box score right there. Kevin Durant scores 33 in his return. He was 10 of 16, 11 of 12 from the free throw line. He was 10 of 16 in 38 minutes. Nurkic had an outstanding game. He was 11 of 15, 6 of 9 from the free throw line. Bradley Beal was 3 of 8, 5 of 6 from the free throw line. He had 12. Devin Booker 9 of 17, 4 of 6 from 3, and did the Mikal Bridges in your face, buddy. Has 22 points. I'm not surprised that they got Kevin Durant, and Kevin Durant played extremely well in his return. That's normally what happens when guys go back. And I meant to ask you, and we'll get it in this segment, about going back to your former team. You know, you get traded or you leave via free agency and you go back to the team where you started your career or you spent some time. But what did you like about what you saw from the Suns, and what you liked about what you saw from KD?
I mean, the Suns is clicking, right? You know, they're clicking, they're finding their way every night, someone new is performing. You know, they do have a big three, and it seems like Bradley Beal is really like sacrificing his scoring for the betterment of the team. He realizes they don't really need him to try to be dominant right now. So he can just get a feel for this game, make sure his body's working. So the fact that, you know, Bradley Beal hasn't went there trying to be dominant, right? Just getting a feel for the game, get everybody involved, and let the two guys who's been holding it down do their thing. They've been clicking very well. I mean, 136 points, right? You play Brooklyn, obviously. No one thought you was going to lose to them. Right. You know, you go back to Brooklyn and you do your thing. I mean, you know, no one thought Kevin Durant was going to go there and not play well. Yeah,
they got at least 30 points in every single quarter. First quarter, they got 30. Second quarter, they got 34. Third quarter, they got 42. Fourth quarter, they got 30. So, and I don't know who Brooklyn thought they was going to beat, letting the team shoot 62% from the floor, 50% from the three-point line. I'm just surprised how poorly they shot from the free throw line. The Suns, they were 24-32 from the free throw line. They shot worse. They shot 75% from the free throw line and shot 62% from the field.
Well, I mean, that's the big man. You know what I mean? That ain't really that's
Nurkic.
Yeah, you know, Nurkic gonna bring that down. Other than that, you know, the best players, what they do at 16 for 8.
Well, Eubanks was 0 for 2. Okogie was 2 for 3.
We don't
But
count them.
Nurkic was Nurkic. Bradley Beal was 5 of 6. KD was 11 of 12, and Nurkic was 6 of 9.
Mm-hmm.
But they look plus 20, plus 16, plus 17. Bradley Beal was plus 1. Devin Booker was plus 19. They've already played more games together. The big three, Bradley Beal, Kevin Durant, and Devin Booker has played more games together than KD, James Harden, and Kyrie played.
Well, that's crazy because for the most part, Beal just came back.
Right.
But you know, and that's really the downfall of the Brooklyn experiment,
Really
right?
Yes.
It wasn't that they failed, right? We never actually got to see how powerful they are. When we did get a glimpse of them, they were unstoppable. What they did,
James Harden averaged a triple-double.
Yeah, that championship Buck team, what they did to them game 1, they made Bucks look like baby basketball. Like they didn't even belong in the playoffs. But obviously they got hurt. So, you know, we can talk about how it was a big failure. It wasn't a big failure because they didn't play well together. They just didn't play. That was it.
And they didn't have the patience. And we hear, I remember when Giannis lost his first game with Doc Rivers, said, we got to have patience. It's going to take time. I said, it's funny that you say that, something that you was unwilling to give Adrian Griffin was time. And say now all of a sudden it's going to take time now that you have Doc. And you said, but it seems like James Harden was unwilling to wait or give or take time because seemingly he wanted out. It's funny how they brought all this thing together and none of those guys are there now. James got out first and then Kyrie and now Kevin Durant, and what could have been or what we thought was going to be really never came to fruition.
Yeah, you know, sometimes, you know, like sometimes your visions that you have sounds good. I mean, the plan is here. You just didn't execute. And executing the main goal, being healthy, you know, them playing and getting out there, learning each other, that was going to happen because for the most part, they practiced together in the summer. They play together in the summer. I watched Kevin Durant the first year they got together. Kevin Durant brought the whole Brooklyn team here in Los Angeles. They was working out with Mamba. So Kevin Durant and the Nets, DeAndre Jordan, them, they were here playing against John Wall and the Wizard team. So the Wizards and Brooklyn Nets was practicing against each other, going up and down 7-8 games. And them two, Kyrie and Kevin, when I say they were unstoppable, they're going to 11. KD got 8 one game, Kyrie got 8 the next game. They were really just torching. And I was like, yo, these two dudes is just unstoppable. They're unreal, right? So it's not like they didn't put the work in together. Just when it was time to really perform in that game, they just wasn't healthy, right? It just happens. You know what I mean?
What's it like, Gil? I wanted to ask you this in the first segment. Obviously, Dame went back. We had 2 guys going back in the return, 2 big guns. Dame went back to Portland. KD went back to Brooklyn. What was it like for you? What were your emotions like? What were you expecting the crowd to be like? Did you get a video tribute? I think I read something where Kevin Durant says he didn't want it, didn't think he deserved it. But what was your return like when you went back to teams that you formerly played for?
Okay, so when I went back to, like, you know, I played 2 years with Golden State. So, you know, that was short stint, right? So when I went back, it was, I just bust their ass. That, you know, game winners. I own that city, right?
Right.
Now, Washington, right? How I left, right? You know, the gun thing, got traded.
Yes.
Didn't say bye to nobody. When we came back to Orlando, I'm not even gonna lie to you, Unc. I was trying to get a DNP that whole time.
Why?
Because I didn't leave. Right? You got to think, I was a hero. I was a hero, right? So, you know, I felt embarrassed. I felt like I shamed everything I stood for.
Right.
I went back. It was more of that, I'm the scarlet motherfucking letter out there.
Right.
Hey, I got adultery on here.
Yeah.
Stupidity.
Scarlet.
Yeah.
You got that G. You got that G.
Yeah, you know, like. So I was scared. I'm not even gonna lie. I was scared, like, oh shit, I'm gonna get booed. Like, oh man, I don't want to play. It was one of those times where I was on. I just went back last summer, last summer to for Legends Night. You know how many times they had to call me for me to okay? Because I'm like, oh, I don't want to go there and get booed.
Right.
Like, you know what I mean? Like getting booed for being me coming in your city and you booing me because I'm busting your ass, understandable. You booing me for the home I built and stuff, that means I really disappointed you.
Right.
Because you really were disappointed in my behavior. And I was like, yeah, I'm good. So when I got there and they gave me a cheer, not even gonna lie, man, that was like the best feelings. Like I hit game winners all over again.
Wow.
Yeah, so mine was different because I ain't want to go back. I was scared.
I think that for me, Gil, I played for my teammates' respect, my coach's trust, and the fans' appreciation.
Mm-hmm.
And I played for them in that order. And I think the thing is that I played 14 years. I played 12 in Denver. I played 2 in Baltimore. I don't think any of the fans think I shortchanged them. I don't think a lot of the fans know exactly what I did in order to make sure I played, from taking the injections and having the fluid drawn, 40 cc's, 60 cc's of fluid drawn off my knee just to get out there and play. Not being able to practice the whole week and taking those shots in my butt and in ankles in order to get out there to play. But that was my choice because I understood that I wasn't this is not a 20-year career for me. This is not a 30-year career for me. And when I'm done with it, I didn't want to have any regrets. I'll take the double repaired hips. I would take the broken collarbone. I would take the weakened immune system because of some of the things that I did. But at the end of the day, I never wanted to look back and have any regret. That's why I ate the way I ate. That's the way I trained the way I trained. That's the way I lived the way I lived. So football doesn't owe Shannon Sharpe anything, but Shannon Sharpe doesn't know the game of football anything. And so I think for me, the Ravens fans might not feel the same way about me now, but the Broncos, but I tell you what, that organization and the way I prepared and what I did while I was there, they hold me in the utmost regard. The Broncos and the fans and the coaches, none of the coaches are still there, but a lot of people are in that building. Now they don't have some, like the training staff, it's probably turned over. Equipment staff is still pretty much still there. It's new ownership, so I'm not so sure that I know any other. Now I've met the new owners. I've met the Walton Penner group that owns the Broncos now. But that's what I did. I wanted my teammates' respect. I wanted my coaches' trust, and I wanted the fans to appreciate what I did every Sunday. And so I think I got that.
I don't. People who, when he said 60 cc's, right? Just so you can understand what that looked like. This is about 40 to 60 cc's of fluid in the knee, which means if this is in your knee, right, you can't bend it.
No.
It's, because it's swelling, it's taking away the muscle in your thigh, right?
Yeah.
So you got
atrophy. Yes. You got to get it. Yes.
You got to get it injected out.
And I'm getting drawn. Sometimes I'm getting drawn off both knees. So I might have 80 cc's total. Gil, I remember I tore him. I was telling Ocho this the other night. Guy clipped me in a game in high school. I got 225 cc's drawn off my knee.
Oh, what? Oh, that was a balloon.
Man, that thing hurt so bad. But you're right, Gil. And basically, when you have fluid on your knee, your body's trying to tell you something. Hey, bro, you're not right now. Yeah. Now I'm trying to give you a warning. You need to have it's the check engine lights on, but I'm not heeding that warning.
Someone asked me, and they was like, yeah, you have a limp, you walking with a limp, you can't bend your knee, you can't flex your knee. Would you do it all over again? I said, hell yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Hell yeah. I mean, there's not a lot of athletes that wouldn't do it again.
Right.
Like when Kevin Durant tore his Achilles, and I said, do not blame the coaching staff. Do not blame anybody for the Achilles. There was no medical staff in the world that was going to convince you not to play in the biggest stage of your life, in the championship. Like, you know what I mean? And I said, if we erase your mind 100 times, you will go out there 100 times. And he said, you damn right. Right?
Oh, for sure.
You know what I mean? Like it's, you know, we put ourselves through the body. We put ourselves through these situations because that's what makes you great.
Yeah.
We know.
Let me ask you this. Does KD need to win a title outside of Golden State to crack the top 10? You got him in the top 10 now?
Well, I mean, by the time he's done, I mean, is Larry Bird in the top 10?
Yeah, hell yeah.
Then he better than Larry Bird.
I mean, all I know is Larry Bird got 3 consecutive MVPs with 3 titles and 2 finals MVPs.
Yeah, I mean, you know, in the year where your team is dominant.
And hold on, he got him in the era with Magic, Kareem, and Jordan. Now, you told me Jordan ran the 80s, but I know a white guy that could not run a snail and could not jump Ash.
Yeah.
And Ash got 4 left feet.
But it's the team. The team was dominant, right? You remember he has 3.
He wasn't dominant.
He had 3 championships, 2 finals MVPs because someone got another MVP because he choked in that final, but they won.
Yes,
right? So,
yes, he scored 8 points, but people forget that. But see, they're too young to remember that he scored 8 points twice. Cornbread Maxwell in 81 won the finals MVP.
Yeah.
I'm old enough to remember because Larry Bird was my favorite player.
Yeah,
so when I talk, listen to me now. Go ahead.
You know, so Larry Bird is dominant in his right, but you got to remember, let's not forget that the 80s wasn't, the 80s was drugged up, right? Them players, I can burn past a crackhead, right? A crackhead was not hard to get by. Half those dudes were trying to hurry up and get to the next fix, right? So he out there having a good old time with them boys out there. So I do value his greatness. Trust me, you know, just being a white boy, being like, it reminds me of Luka. You out here doing work. You out here letting Black History Month know, hey, I got something for y'all asses too. But KD is a whole nother beast, right?
So you got him in the top 10 right now.
I got him as the second best small forward ever.
I got one. I'm gonna put you to the test. How many people you think got him ranked ahead of Steph Curry at this moment as you and I sit in and have this conversation?
It depends. Are we talking fans?
I don't know what depends on. Depends is an adult garment. That's what depends are. So I need you to give me something more than depends.
I think the NBA players and ex-NBA players will have Kevin Durant in front of Curry. Because
when it's all said and done right now, because I don't think he is. Me personally.
You remember Curry's first 4 or 5 years, right? His accolades ain't there. Like, people don't realize that 3-point record he has, Trae Young is blowing that out at the same time. Right now, at the same time frame that they're playing out, Trae Young is surpassed because he had the ankle injury, so he don't have the stats that Kevin Durant had at that same age. So accolades, if you're going to accolade it or point it, whatever, Kevin Durant is still going to be in front. We're looking at Kevin Durant like you joined him to win, but you have to do this too. 2 of Steph Curry's championship came because of Kevin Durant too. So
and 2 of them came without him.
Yeah. So
KD don't got any without him. He got 2 without KD, and he has 2 finals, and he has 2 MVPs. One of them are unanimous. So I don't know how you put KD in front of him at this present time.
Because of the totality of it, right? I mean, that's what I'm saying. Depending on you, who you asking, right? You know, when we talk about Kevin Durant, we're talking with put
the poll up. Who we got?
Like,
you got KD. You got KD at top. I thought you gonna put KD and Steph.
Right. You look at
we gonna put K. We gonna put K. We gonna let the chat decide.
Okay. You look when you say Kevin Durant, you already snarl at it. The idea because of he left OKC.
I ain't got no problem with leaving.
Right?
Okay.
But I'm just saying, but that's why the most part, like you was down 3-1, you went to the team, and we kind of you're frowned upon when you say his name, so he won't get the best review. Period. That's why I said if you ask Hoopers and say who would you take, this is a true story through the grapevine. When Curry and Kevin Durant was up at the same time, they only had one max to give out. They offered it to Kevin Durant, not Curry. They offered it to Kevin Durant. We're maxing you. And he said, no, this is not my team. You give it to Curry, I'll take whatever's left over. Most likely that let them know that he was going to leave. But he turned down the max and gave it to Curry and said, this is your team. I'm just here passing through, basically.
Well, I think the thing is what hurts your and his argument is that KD was on a team that was up 3-1 and Curry came back. Curry has 4 titles and 2 of them without him, and he out MVP'd him. So I'm just trying to figure the argument. Even if you say, well, he's a better player, what's your argument? He can do things that Curry can't?
Mm-hmm. Everything.
Except win titles without Curry.
Yeah, but I mean, listen. I get the titles thing, but you know, when you're just talking about a player and you say, "All right, who are we going to draft?" You're drafting Kevin Durant first every single time. You're not even going to think twice about it.
Well, I mean, because here's the thing. I mean, when did we start counting titles? Man, ain't nobody was counting titles till Jordan got a bunch of them.
Yeah, I mean,
ain't nobody counting no titles. Wasn't nobody counting MVPs until Jordan got a bunch of them.
Mm-hmm.
And then all of a sudden they matter.
Yeah, because that was the standard of greatness. So you know what I mean. But you know, for the most part, we just think about like if you know, we say, all right, we're gonna draft somebody, right? Even though Curry is as great as he is, you're gonna go with the guy who can play multiple positions. So you're gonna go with KD. What KD does can't be replaced, right? He is a dominant force. He is that dude, right? You might not like him because he's emotional. You might not like him because he's quick to leave to go try to win. You can't knock him for that because if you're gonna throw
But I thought he liked the grind. He said that he didn't want to leave Phoenix because he loved the grind.
No, when he said he loved to grind, that's him personally.
Oh, okay. Well, damn, there was a grind in OKC. There was a grind in Brooklyn. But the only grind that he didn't have was at Golden State.
But the problem is this too. You have to really think OKC, right? They go to the championship as a young team, right?
Yes.
They go to the championship.
Yeah.
What happened after that? They went.
James Harden left.
James Harden left. They wouldn't pay the extra $4 million, extra $4 million a year, right? They paid Ibaka. They misplaced their money in a sense, right? And then from there, your team got worse. So when you're a free agent and you're looking like, damn, yeah, we was up 3-1. Yeah, we was up 3-1. You know, but we didn't win it, right? So since we didn't win it, are we that good?
Okay.
Who we trying to get? Nobody? Yeah. You're not trying to get nobody? Like all the free agents out there, you're not trying to get nobody?
But let me ask you a question. Who are you going to get? It's kind of like some of these teams. Who you going to get to go to Portland? Who you getting to go to OKC? Who you getting to go to Cleveland? LeBron James, as great as he was, couldn't attract anybody to Cleveland. So he had to go. And I got no problem. I've never had a problem. I mean, I'm looking at it like, well, damn, they were 73-9. Damn. Maybe you go to New York, go somewhere else. But okay, he left and went to Golden State. I have no problem with a guy leaving because in those towns, Cleveland, OKC, really, bro? Man, you think I want to go to OKC? I want to bring, if I got a family, bro, I ain't trying to raise my family in Oklahoma. And that ain't no knock on Oklahoma. I ain't trying to raise my family in Cleveland. That ain't it. Now, if I can get to Miami, if I can get to LA, and that's seemingly, a team that I know, I'll go to Boston. Ain't my first choice, given their history and how they treat their players. Now, maybe it's a little better now, but I'm not so sure if they were to lose in the finals again. You might hear some of the things that they said to Russell and some of the things they said to some of their own Boston Red Sox players. But that's not, we'll talk about that at another date and time. But I don't have any problem with KD leaving. But my thing is like, I just don't, like I said, I just need people, like you said, the basketball players, because it seems like the criteria change if I like a player. Because if I like the player, rings don't matter.
Mm-hmm.
And if I don't, they matter.
Mm-hmm. But that's how it is. We're going to always look at the negative on somebody's, like, we're going to look on the negative if we don't like them, right? We can say LeBron couldn't get anybody to Cleveland, but then knock him for not winning so many championships with the roster he had. Like, he couldn't get nobody to Cleveland. It's easy to get people to Chicago. It's easy to get people in LA. It's easy to get people when you are in a top 10 city. Like, and I think people need to understand this. When you look at the top 50 greatest of all time, there are 33 to 37 of those players are from big city teams. Boston, New York, LA, Philly, Chicago. It's the same group. Golden State it's going to be a top 6 city. So what ends up happening is, if I'm a free agent, right? If I'm a free agent, and you in LA and you say, "Hey, yo, Gil, come down. I'm getting 150 here, and y'all can offer me 120." That means 30 million. How can I make that up? My shoe contract doubles because I'm in a bigger city, right? The market goes up, everything goes and heightens in certain cities. So I'm going to make the money back. So I'm going to go. If I'm going to Cleveland, there ain't no goddamn doubling my Nike contract. There's nothing in those cities. So
you might need to try to get a Tim contract.
Yes. Even like Shea, right? I'm sorry, people. If you're an OKC fan, Shea, but for him to touch his greatness, he's going to have to leave. We don't know who he is.
Right.
As great as he is right now, no one knows him.
The poll is KD ranked higher than Steph. 29% says yes, 71% say no.
Ooh.
We also
I'm not going to say nothing about your chat, but they football fans.
Shaq said KD would join the GOAT discussion if he wins the title as the bus driver. You agree with that?
He's a bus driver. What? He flipped the bus. What you talking about, Unc? He was the bus driver. Sit down, I got y'all. 2017, 2018 season wasn't Kevin Durant, right? Remember, Steph Curry only played 51 regular season games that year. Mm-hmm. Bus driver, come on, follow me, y'all. In the playoffs, remember, first round. Curry wasn't there first round. He wasn't there first round. He came in against New Orleans. Kevin Durant dominated every series. When they played Houston, Kevin Durant averaged 35 in that series.
Oh, hold on. Didn't Kevin Durant miss 2 series? Didn't he miss the series? Hold on, Gil. You do realize when Kevin Durant had that Achilles injury now, he missed 2 series too.
That's the next year. They didn't win that year.
Yeah, but I'm saying they got to the finals without Kevin Durant in the playoffs, right?
Yeah. But we talking about driving the bus. He drove the bus that the 2017, 2018. He was the bus driver.
I don't think he's good. Look, I think
he was the bus driver.
He's never going to get the credit that he deserves because that's Steph's team.
Mm-hmm.
That's Steph's team. That's Johnny Gill. No, that's Bobby Brown. That's Ralph, Ronnie, Ricky. Mm-hmm. That's them.
Mm-hmm.
Now, in order for you got to go somewhere else and start your own group. Mm-hmm. And Phoenix might be now, Brooklyn would have been great because that would have been something that he assembled. He brought this together. He was supposed to be the leader of the team. And I think Phoenix works out great for him. Kevin Durant works best when all he can do is play basketball. He doesn't have to be a leader. He couldn't do that in Brooklyn, Gil.
But but if he went to Brooklyn and he added all those, what's the difference? Because
I'm saying he wants to just play. He let Clay, he let Steph, he let Draymond be the leaders. He just hooped. Now he's in a situation that's book. He's in the background and he gets to hoop. When you put something together, Gil, I put this together at Nightcap. I put Club Station together. Mm-hmm. I can't just sit back. Now, if I go somewhere else, I can sit back. This ain't my joint. I just get to do me. He put that together, so he has to be at the forefront. And I don't know if he's comfortable being at the forefront. He said, I don't want to lead. I don't need to lead. I want to hoop. I want to play basketball.
Okay, so but just let's just look at it. Just look at it from this standpoint, right? If Curry played 51 games in a regular season, right?
Yeah.
Someone has to lead them while he's done, right?
Yes.
Right? Okay. Right? First round, Curry's not there. Kevin Durant averages 27 in that series. Curry comes back second round, he averages 24. Kevin Durant averages 27. In the Western Conference Final, Curry averages 25. Kevin Durant, going against James Harden, averages 35 in that series, right? Chip, Curry averages 27. Kevin Durant averages 28. Who is driving the bus in this playoff race? No matter whose team it is, when you say he don't get no respect for driving the bus, in this playoff series, in this season, we're not talking about the Achilles. We're talking about that second championship where he won the final. He carried from the beginning of the season.
I mean, I don't know. I mean, the guy averaging, you got Steph averaging 28 and you got Clay averaging 22. It's hard to see somebody carrying them now. I can see if they average, if Steph averaging 16 and Clay averaging 14, but damn, 28 Gil?
28 and 51 games.
But I'm saying,
look
the series in which they won, and rightfully so, I believe Kevin Durant deserved both finals MVPs.
Mm-hmm.
But if you look at Steph Curry numbers, I ain't looking at it like, KD carried these guys. Steph averaging 27, 28 for the series.
First series, 0 versus 27.8. Second 0, Curry averaged 24, Kevin Durant averaged 27. Western Conference Finals, Curry averaged 25, Kevin Durant averaged 35. The chip, Curry averaged 27, Kevin Durant averaged 28.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. 27 to 28. That ain't carrying, Gil. Now we got a different type of carrying.
Carrying is the year I averaged 10 more points to you the series before. Right. What I'm saying is, right, when you're talking about totality of body of work, he is the bus driver in this sense, right? He is. And we can't say that he didn't lead. Every round he led the team in dominance. And I said that championship ring was held by him. He can say, well, that 2017-2018 season, throughout that whole season, that y'all had to really ride on my back a little bit because, Curry didn't play. Curry wasn't there most of the season, and then he missed the first round. And y'all really he can say he won that. He can at least, out of the two championships, if we're gonna challenge one, I'm pretty sure he can sit back and say, "Nah, one of those I can say I really put in that work."
Right. So let me ask you a question. Let me ask you a question. Let's just say, for the sake of argument, we take Christian McCaffrey and we put him on Kansas City, and they win the title. How much credit do you think he's gonna get when they got Patrick Mahomes already and they already going to the Super Bowl?
Not a lot.
Kevin Durant, he joins Steph Curry. They had already gone to 2 NBA Finals. He had won 1. They had lost 1, and he had joined a team that was 73-9.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's the problem that people have. People say, "Hold on, KD, we ain't got no problem with you leaving, but you had a 3-1 lead, and everybody keeps saying that, they wanted him, they begged him to come, but you had a 3-1 lead on the team that you joined, and they were 73-9. Mm-hmm. And so this team was already successful before you joined. Mm-hmm. Okay, now Christian McCaffrey joins Kansas City. He's not going to get nearly the credit because even though the 49ers went to the Super Bowl a couple of years ago, he put them over the top. So he gets a lot more credit, like Kevin Durant would have done had he won in Brooklyn. But when you go to a team and they've already have major success before you got there, it's hard for people to see you getting the credit that you believe you rightfully deserve.
No. The first championship, he's going to a 73-9 team, right?
Yes.
They're favored to win it, right? Boom. They win it. He wins finals MVP, right?
Yep.
I'm talking about that very next year, right? The very next year, Curry playing 51 games. If Kevin Durant's not there, what does that team really look like?
Right.
51. Right. So someone has to hold it up. Patrick Mahomes, right? You got there 16 weeks, 18 weeks?
18.
And you missing 8 of those, right?
No, they're not going.
Yes. So that means there was someone there that held it up while you were gone, right? That's what he did. So that's what I'm saying. As a player, I'm like, well, the first one, okay, I rolled y'all back. The second one, y'all rolled my back a little bit. And that's what I'm saying. The second one, he can say that, okay, I had to carry us to the playoffs. I had to carry us to that Houston series that, I'm going against James Harden and I dominated, averaging 35 a game.
Mm-hmm.
Like I averaged 35 a game. Like that means this is me. I'm unstoppable.
Right.
To get us.
Go ahead, finish.
So, that's what I'm saying. So, as a hooper looking back, it's one of those, I got two, but I really earned one.
Right.
And
the thing is that it's not as like Shaq averaging 35 and 16, even though I think the last championship, Kobe averaged like 27, 28. Mm-hmm. Is that Shaq was just so dominant.
Yeah.
I mean, he giving you 36 and 16. What the? I'm like, bro, come on now. And that was, Kobe was, every year you saw Kobe like, damn. He was like 21, 22, and then he went like 24, and now he averaged, what did Kobe average the last year they won the championship? Because Shaq averaged like for the championships, he averaged like 35 and 15, 35 and 16 through the 3-year run. Where did Kobe average?
Was that a 27 year? The last.
Yeah, I think it was that last year in they won what 2001 2.
So it'd have been 28-01. Is it the 01?
02. The 02.
He averaged 25 maybe that year.
What did he average, Ash? 25.2.
25.2. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Because he went 3-peat, but he averaged 29 in the playoffs.
Yeah.
Kobe averaged 29 in the playoffs.
Right. And when you remember Shaq fouled out with that one series he fouled when Shaq fouled out against Indiana.
Mm-hmm.
And Kobe was like, I got you, big fella. I think that was the moment that it really dawned like, man, hey, I really could do this thing by myself.
Yeah, I don't need
big
yeah.
Hey, I ain't scared. Hey,
that'd be the problem. There'd be moments in games and things that happen, and you feel like you can do this without the other. And I think that's what happened with Kevin Durant and Westbrook. When Kevin Durant went down and Westbrook had to hold the team and he's really dominating, I know he's looking like, yeah, I can see myself doing this for a while.
Yeah.
That shit right there, and I be gonna lie.
Gil, we put a poll up. Who wins another ring first? KD, 74%, Cowboys, 26%.
Damn.
I ain't got no faith in the Cowboys.
Then what's wrong with the boys, man? Like, y'all got so much money. Y'all just don't know who to buy, man. Go down to Tampa, Florida. Go ahead. Whatever Michael Irvin then was on, but go ahead and lace them up, baby. You know? Bring it back to the early 90s.
So, Gil, what do you make about this tweet? Gil, they said LeBron James posted a passive-aggressive tweet after a loss, sounds off on his teammates before the PR staff cuts him off. Where do the Lakers go from here? Because he's like that. I think the reporter asked him, is there anything that you want to say to your teammates? You play Boston tomorrow night. And he said, no, just do their job. Then after the game, he posts an hourglass. Now, I don't know who the hourglass was intended for. I don't know if it was Jeannie Buss or the hourglass was intended for his teammates. You sorry, time is running out on you sorry mofos. Or Jeannie, time is running out on us. Or Darvin Ham, time running out on you for real though. What you think he meant?
You remember that story you told about that girl asking for the patet?
Yes.
Yeah. I think that LeBron was saying the same thing. Pack your shit, you out, right? Just go out, right? There's no conversation no more. Just everybody pack it and get on out of there, sweetheart. Hey, I heard what you said, but look, the cab, that Uber outside, right? Hey, all y'all, there's Ubers outside. They waiting for you. Get going. Get going. We done.
Yeah, you ain't got to leave the NBA, but you got to get the hell out of LA.
Yes, sir. Boy, the boys out there playing for their lives.
but Gil, they've stopped playing. I think they've given up like 135 points over the last 5 games per game. Now I understand that it's kind of a little elevated, because of the double overtime, and I think it was 140 something. It got to the 140, but they gave up 130 plus back-to-back nights to Houston and Atlanta.
And they're supposed to be defense. The problem is this. The game is harder for them. You know they rank last in three-point attempts? They rank last in three-point attempts.
And hell, they rank last in 3 points made, too.
They just can't keep up. They just can't keep up, and they don't realize if teams are shooting threes and your ass in there trying to get to the free throw line, teams is going to blow you out.
Yeah, because they're on most nights, the only way they're able to keep it as close as they do is because they go to the free throw line so much more than their opponents.
Yeah.
But they're normally on a nightly basis losing the 3-point battle by at least 15 points.
No, yeah. This year they've probably shot more threes in 46 games, probably 5 more than the other team.
Yeah, they losing that battle on a nightly basis. And it's hard. It's hard to consistently overcome because threes are more than twos.
Mm-hmm.
That's why teams are taking more of those because they believe, hey, we 40% from 3, we'll overtake the 50% from 2.
Yeah.
So when you look at it, Gil, and that's why teams are obviously getting up more threes, but it's hard on a nightly basis when a team is outscoring you by so many points from the 3-point line to win ball games.
Yeah, and the bad part about the free throw, they're winning at the free throw line with just 2 players. It's not like they're all shooting free throws, right? It's not like, it's Anthony Davis or goddamn LeBron, right?
Correct.
It's not like LeBron is averaging 10 a season. He's only averaging 5.
Right.
So
it's really AD.
Yeah, so most of the time they're hanging on AD's shoulders to get them to the free throw line. So that is the hard part. Everybody needs to do their part to try to generate points. I like what Vando's been doing. I'm gonna give him his credit. He's been doing very well, putting himself in positions now to get easy buckets. He's not sitting at the 3. He's slicing, cutting, diving. So, you have hope, but at the end of the day, time's up. Time's up. Hey, I don't know if y'all watching Lakers, but I'm gonna tell you what you do. This is what you do, right? There's this team, right? I think they play in they call USC, right? There's a player on that team. He has it's James on the back, right?
Right.
It's James on the back, right? You cheer for him like he's your son. And therefore, the father of that son might consider you a friend and might consider you to stay on the team. Because other than that, God damn it, if he right now wants your ass gone, you gone. 66 players has been traded when LeBron's on the team. That means he don't hold back from cutting the fat.
D'Lo up until last night had played really, really well.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think D'Lo still? Because I thought he played a stretch. He had 3 straight possessions in which he turned the ball over 2, and then got a lucky bounce on the other one because he's about to turn that over. It got deflected, went to Anthony Davis, and AD laid it up.
Mm-hmm.
But then after 3 horrible possessions, he comes back and he hits a 3 and he pulls up and he doesn't even think about it with no hesitation, Gil.
And this is the issue with someone like D'Lo. You mentally know you've been traded, so now you don't care. Now that you don't,
so you playing free.
Now you don't care. You playing free because you gone, right? The D'Lo that we see today is the D'Lo that we needed from the beginning for us not even to be in this position, right? You are the third option. It's not Austin Reeves. It's not Lemon Daddy, right? It's not him. It's you. You are the all-star player.
Right.
You're the one who's been here before. You need to be doing what you do. And I think because he feels he's free and he's out, he might as well just go out there and let it go. And that's what he's been doing.
Right. But right now, I mean, Kobe of the Ozarks, Austin Reeves has been the third most consistent player.
Yeah.
Behind AD and LeBron. And that's not, I mean, that needs to be D'Lo. D'Lo needs to be the third most consistent player. Yeah. They need to be able to count on him on a nightly basis. Now, his average is bumped up. It looked good because he's, had a couple of 30-point games in there and he's been in the high 20s. Mm-hmm. But he needed to play the last 10. He needed to play the previous 30 games like he played the last 10 games.
Yes, sir. But the people that they're trying to trade for, I'm like, right?
You don't like DeJounte Murray?
What, he's about 6'2"?
No, I thought he like 6'4".
And he ain't D'Lo size.
He not?
No, he's not D'Lo size. D'Lo's a big guard, right? D'Lo's a big guard. So, I'm giving up. I don't know. I do like, the name is Baby Boy. I do like him. I watched him this summer up in Washington, and he can hoop. He can really play. Baby Boy, Murray.
DeJounte?
Yeah, he can really play.
Oh, yeah.
So, I don't mind it, but, I never like losing height. But I guess when you got LeBron and, AD back there, it's fine. But
they say they got Murray listed at 6'5". He ain't 6'5"?
He ain't look 6'5" to me, but he could be that light.
But he looked like, he looked long. He obviously ain't have any girth. He don't have any to him, but he looked angular.
And look, I'm not even gonna lie. I'm gonna just be honest. That kid in Detroit, Stewart.
Yeah.
See, he was after me over there, right? Because I said some.
Oh, so you had to keep your head on the swivel. You like,
yeah. So I was like, I wasn't proud when I was sitting in the stands. I was kind of more on the low like this. So he might look a little bit smaller than I really think. So he really be fine.
So hold up. So how did this happen? I think I heard the story. Okay, you had said something about Isaiah Stewart on on your podcast.
No, I wrote something.
Okay. On Twitter.
I want to say he didn't read it right? But, I don't know what college he went to, but let's just say he didn't read how I wrote it. What I wrote was, this is what you do in the NBA. You wait for your teammates to get around you, hold you back, and you fake like you want to do it, right?
Right.
You don't get fined. You get to pretend you're aggressive.
Okay.
That's what you're supposed to do. That's a rule, right?
Right.
I don't know if the blood was in his eye still when he read
because he took it like you were scared, like you really didn't want to do nothing.
He said, yeah, so you waited. So he came to me, he's like, yeah, so you think I waited till my teammates came? My teammates in here now. And I'm like, yeah. Your teammates ain't here to hold you.
So he really stepped to you, Gil?
Yeah, like your teammates ain't here to hold you back. God damn, boy, did you just threaten me? So from there,
so what did you say? So when he said that, what'd you say? Did you stand up?
No. Hell no, Unc. What? Unc? Like, listen. I'm a podcaster. I had to think about my episode. I got shows to do. I can't be dragged up and down the goddamn hallways over some shit he couldn't read right. That ain't my goddamn fault because he couldn't read what I wrote right. I'm not sitting here trying to argue. Because obviously he must have knew I was coming to see me and he was triggered. Right? I'm not going.
Because where is he from? Is he from Washington?
Yeah, he went to Washington.
Okay, yeah. Well, damn, Gil, you went to his turf.
I know. That's what I'm saying. Huh? He pulled up. I'm trying to have a nice little conversation, and he pulled up. And I'm sitting here like, listen, I know. Listen, I'm not even going to lie. When he said it, I had to go to Google to make sure I said what I said. Like, wait, what? Not me.
So what did you say, bro? Hey, did you try to explain? Say, bro, this is what I said. This is what I meant. I'm sorry that you took it that way.
No, because I didn't really, I don't remember saying anything bad about him. So I had to go back and read it and said, no, he read it wrong. No, he read it wrong. That's that public education.
Man, he will have you lumped up like Tommy Hearns had Martin.
Hey, I didn't want no part. Listen, I fight people I know I can win. Right? Well, listen, fighting, you only fight if you can win. If you don't think you can win, don't fight. What I need.
So what did you? So when he said what he said, what did you say?
Huh? Say what? What you talking about? I'm not
Gil, you didn't say nothing.
I ain't doing 2,000 push-ups a day. What's wrong with you?
But you didn't say you could have said, bro, that's not what I meant. You took it the wrong way.
How do I supposed to tell this big dude he can't read? Huh?
Just tell him I say, bro, you took it the wrong way. I'm saying, look, I understand. Ain't nobody trying to get fined. Mm-hmm. What I was saying is that, look, you wait till your teammates grab you. You act like you want to do something. Bro, I know you're going to squabble in the streets. But in the streets and in the game, it's something entirely different. You ain't trying to throw your career away.
I hear you, but my feet was more on Forrest Gump style, baby. I was ready to run. I had to stop myself from running. I was like, oh, shit, I got a show to do. I had on all white, Unc. Come on. I had on all white. I was looking cute. I couldn't be dragged up.
Nah, Gil, you just got to look, like, bro. I was like, nah, bro. I said, nah, you just took it wrong.
Yeah. Listen, just like, you know how people be talking on the internet, Unc?
Yeah. They have that keyboard. They have the thumb. They have thumb.
When you see me, I'm one of them dudes. Oh, no, I don't have the same. I had the same smoke once I see you. No, no, I pretend that I didn't say none of it, right? Unless I know I can win the fight, in which 98% of the people I talk shit about, I probably can't win that fight. So therefore, I'm ready to run.
Right.
I'm not even going to be ashamed. Baby, I'm out of there.
What is your take on you got to play at least 65 games to be eligible for awards? MVP, All NBA, Defensive Player of the Year. You miss you what 65, 17. So you miss more than 17 games. You're ineligible for those awards. And Tyrese Halliburton has an opportunity to get 40 extra million. He's probably, unless he get on the ball here, he gonna miss out on that bread. Joel Embiid has an opportunity. Now, here's the thing. If Joel Embiid said he doesn't care about the MVP, the only other trophy, the only thing that matters to him is the finals, well, get your big ass healthy. Don't worry about the MVP, and get healthy, and let's go win the championship. Now, that's what he said. He said, because after he dropped that 70, he said, that's fine and good, but the most important thing to me is the NBA championship.
Come on, that's players. That's player and media, right? What do you really supposed to say? Do you really supposed to be selfish and like, hell yeah, I'm going for that MVP, baby. I need to show y'all that I earned this one, so I'm going to show you I'm done. He can't say that.
Back-to-back carries a lot of weight. It puts you in a different category.
Yeah, so I have to play. So a player, it plays the political game. Yeah, I don't really care about that. I'm care about the championship. Knowing damn well, you think I'm averaging 35 a game not to win back-to-back MVP must be silly.
Now, well, they should have thought, oh, Gil, this is what those players should have thought when they were sitting their ass out and there wasn't nothing wrong with them. And now the owners and the play the NBA PA agreed to this. This is the rule that the players agreed to. So this is not something that the owners just instituted without players being involved, because it seems to me the other players got tired of the superstars just arbitrarily sitting out.
Yeah, now, okay, so the only problem with it is you're putting number on something that's an anomaly, right? If I play under 64 games, my chances of making an all-NBA team is not that high, right? It really isn't.
Man, please.
But if I play that dominant, I might make it, right?
Right.
Like, you know what I mean? So what you're taking away is you're taking away the anomaly of it, right? In NBA history, there's only 3 players who's played under 65 games that's won an MVP, right? There's only been 3, right? Did they have great years? Right? Bill Walton, 18 and 13. Who played?
Oh, that was the year he won. They won the finals. They won the championship in '77.
Yeah, but he played 58 games. George Gervin played all 82 games, averaging 27.
Yeah.
Right. So, what I mean? He was runner up. So, unless if it was the other way, it made sense. The fact that he's averaging 35 a game, that oversees your number. Right.
Gil. But guys were sitting out and it wasn't nothing wrong with them. So now what you've done is because you were sitting out. So now we got to punish everybody. I believe there's something seriously wrong with Joel Embiid's knee. But because he and so many other players over the last decade had arbitrarily taken off, well, I don't want to play tonight. I'll play tomorrow night. So the NBA said, "No, we're not going to have you. We got games on TNT. We got games on ABC. We got games on ESPN. We got these games, and y'all sitting out. No, that ain't going to happen. We're finna stop it. So, okay, we're going to take money out your pocket. That's the only thing that matters to you."
Yeah, but I don't think there should be a number on it, right? 65 games. There shouldn't be a number. Just make it simple. Right? Just make it simple. Totals. I've always believed in totals, right?
Yeah, totally. Play 65 games.
No.
For the awards. It's total.
Like total points. Like if you're the scoring leader, right? The scoring leader is who has the most points, not who has the highest average. Right?
It's too late for that now.
No, but that's how it always been, right?
Right.
Who has the most points overall? When the season ends, if you played 50 games and you averaged 35, right? I played all 82 games and I averaged 27 and I have more points than you, I am the scoring champ.
Right.
That's the scoring champ. The most points is the scoring champ. The most assists is the assist leader.
Well, that's how it will look. Baseball's not like that because baseball goes by batting average. Somebody can have more hits and not be the batting average leader. But in football, it's numbered. It ain't no how, he averaged this many yards a game. Well, he ain't got the most rush yards, so he ain't the rushing leader. He doesn't have the most passing yards or the most receiving yards, but see, that's why basketball and baseball stats are more sacred. Because you know what certain numbers are. I mean, if somebody would have asked, okay, who has the most rush yards? What's the most rushing yards in NFL history? You might know Emmitt Smith has it, but you don't know how many. You see, if I'm talking baseball and I say 56, you know that's a 56 game hitting streak. That's Joe DiMaggio. If somebody says 300, you know that's a great batting average.
Yeah.
But if somebody, man, like you don't really know sacred numbers in football.
But batting averages, but the problem with averaging is for you to keep your average, you're willing to dodge smoke. Like, I'm averaging 35 and I'm playing against Joker with a sore knee. Nah, I'm not doing that. I'm not going to play against this great defense with a sore knee. I got to wait till I'm really healthy to play against this knee. When it comes to totals and you got somebody who ain't missing no games and he has more points than you got to play.
Yeah, I just don't understand, Gil, because when you look at it, but see, somewhere, I don't know when it happened, but excuse me, guys, all the greats used to play 80 games, 78, 75 games. Somewhere along, like Greg Popovich started his bull jive when he started arbitrarily resting his players.
Yeah.
I don't know, they called it load management.
Yep.
Greg Popovich started this.
Yeah.
And now they're like, well, hold on. Popovich doing it. And look at this guy. They in the playoffs every year. They going deep. They win the championship. Oh, let us start doing it. And it seems like to me the NBA want to claw some of that back.
Okay, so now here's the real issue then. This is what we got to ask. The question, who is coming with the idea of the load management? right? Is it the players or is it the coaches and the staff, right? Because if it's the coaches in the upper management saying, "Hey, take today off," boom, boom, boom. Now that is that should be infringement on contracts because you're telling me to take the days off so I can miss enough games so I miss this 40 million, right? So now somebody like Hattenburton, right? He's injured and he's ready to come back. And they're like, whoa, 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 whoa. Hold on. You didn't get cleared yet.
Hey, you better give me that 40 million. I'm gonna lose out, then I will lose.
Yes. So for them, hell yeah, we want to hold you back so you miss the 40 million. We get to save 40 million on you. So we're not gonna clear you. Right? That becomes the problem too. If it's their idea. Because now when a player has an injury, and if the injury's 8 to 12 weeks, that becomes 12 to 16 weeks now. Before, it was 6 to 8 weeks out there. Now it's going to be a little bit longer because they can creep these games to save their money because these players can't make these all NBAs. Now the problem with that is the problem with that, Unc, that they don't see the backlash of that. There's going to be non-all NBA talent making all NBA getting that 40 million. So if Halliburton ain't getting it, that means there's going to be a player that has to sub in for him that wouldn't have got it. He becomes an all NBA player. Now you owe it his sorry ass 41 million extra because he's going to be a supermax player.
Right.
So it's going to slap you no matter what.
Right. Yeah, and like a guy like Kawhi. Now Kawhi's played damn near all the games this year. But what about those? What about those years in San Antonio? Now I get that last year he was really hurt, but Kawhi was sitting out, and it wasn't like, "Nah, coach, I'm gonna play." He like, "I ain't fighting." The coach said, "I'm not gonna play," and then it was a situation where he had his, hey, his Uncle Dennis, hey, Kawhi gonna play this many games, gonna play blah blah blah, and it's like, "Nah, we're gonna take some of this stuff back."
Well, okay, when we talk about the San Antonio, we just from the history of it, we have to really take his side, not Pop's at this point. Because whatever his thigh issue was, it hurt him for 3 more years. It's not like he left and then he was healthy. He had to be load management and missed back-to-back games in Toronto. It was still affecting him when he first got here. So we have to really assume that he actually was hurt. I think they were just mad that he got an outside source. I think that was really the issue, that the outside source had to approve that he's ready to play. And are the
guys playing too much in the offseason? Because it's hard for me to see where guys are playing. John Stockton playing 15 or 16 all 82. Jordan and Kobe playing 9 of the all 82, and Malone playing 10 all 82s. How the hell are those players playing all 82? And these guys right here, you got to beg them to play 65.
Because the problem is smart people who thought they were smart gave information and they do not understand an athlete, right? How much are you bench press, Unc?
Right now, not a whole lot. I hadn't bench pressed in almost 2.5 years. I kind of tweaked my pec, so I just do dumbbells. But I probably could go, give me a month and a half, I probably could do 150 for 10. But right now, I can do 130 for 10.
Okay, you just said it. Give you a month and a half and you can do what?
150 for 10.
150 for 10. Now, what if I try to make you do 150 now?
I'm going to end up hurting myself.
Exactly. The problem is these guys' bodies are deconditioned, right? They rest so much. They told them, hey, don't do the sand workout. It does this. Don't work out that much in the summer. Hey, training camp is going to come up. We're not going to live. We're going to do the rubber band stuff. So now you have the muscle mass that looks like it's explosive. When it decides to explode, it doesn't have the strength in it, right? So you got these guys who are resting so much that they are deconditioned. So when they decide to go and jump,
They're hurting something.
They hurting something versus the guys who are sitting there lifting every day. They're running, they're playing, and their bodies is used to actually going through this stuff, right? I'm playing 48 minutes. I'm out there running the beach. I'm out there doing the what's the name, right? So when you go out there and play, your body's used to all kind of tweaks. These guys are not. So they have the most rest, but has the most injuries. That means your calculations is wrong.
Right. Guys, when I said I can do 150 dumbbells, that means 150 in each hand.
Wait.
Not 75, 150, 150. I mean, clearly, when y'all go to the gym, y'all on y'all damn phone. Because ain't no way in hell y'all actually thought I was doing only 150 pounds. You guys have seen me actually upload footage of me doing 350. What did I do? I did 405 for triples. I was doing 365 for 8 reps. But God, boy, some of y'all in the chat, y'all guys stayed in the same home room all day long. Hey, this I know some of y'all had 2 recesses and 2 naps. God dang.
I'm not even gonna lie to you, I couldn't fathom the 75 you was talking about, let alone the 150. I ain't even those are the weights you look like. Who the fuck is grabbing that? Like,
yeah, like I go to the gym and I'm the only one. I've never seen. I think I might have seen in my 7 years at this gym that I go to. I think I might have seen somebody take the 120s. Now at the gym that I go to in Atlanta, they go up to 130. Now if I wanted to go upwards of that, I probably have to go to Gold's Gym in Venice. I think they go to like 240, 260. But when I was like playing, I could go to like 170 for 6. 170. But only 2 people have ever done those 170s, me and Ronnie Coleman. Ronnie Coleman was 8-time Mr. Olympia. He did the 180s. But I'm the only other person other than him to ever do the 170s. And I remember Rope Man, who was my trainer. And I felt good because when I was like really, really into it, Gil, I would warm up and I would start with the 140s. So we would do 140 for 10. I do 140 for 10, 150 for 8, 160 for 8. And then that day I was like, Rope, I feel really good. He's like, dog. He always called me dog. I called him, I said, Rope. Rope, I feel good today, Rope. I think I could do it. So I hit the 170s and I was like, damn. I said, damn, Rope, that felt easy. He said, dog, go ahead, do it, dog. Do it, dog. And I thought about it. I said, I get him next week. He said, dog, I'm telling you, you can do them. And I never touched him, and I never even attempted again. That's the only regret that I really have, because I could deadlift 600 pounds. I could do, I mean, in my prime, I could do 405 for like 6 or 7 reps. I could do 315 for about 18 reps. So I was like really, really strong when I was like doing it. I stopped squatting. When I was in college, I could squat like 580, which was, I was like, you know what? I think I'm gonna get to 600 and then I'm gonna stop. And I remember my brother telling me, say, you gonna lift your weight into a 3-point stance. I said, nah, man. He said, bro, I'm telling you, ain't no wide receiver in the NFL benching 500 pounds, squatting 600 pounds. Because at that point in time, I said, I'm going to be the first 4'6" guy, a wide receiver that can bench 400, squat 600. He said, what you're going to do is lift yourself into a 3-point stance. I bet damn if I ain't lift myself into a 3-point stance. End up go for a wide receiver to a tight end. But at that point in time, that's the only regret, Gil, of anything that I've done as far as athletically was not doing those 180s. Because I know I'll never be able to do it again. Because I'm 55. I don't need to, do 180s. But I know, give me a month and a half to get back into a groove. Because I kind of been hit or miss. I've been making myself go. I even went to the gym today on a Wednesday, which is the first time I've gone to the gym on a Wednesday since I've been in LA. But I got to get back into a schedule. I got to get back into a routine. And so that's what I've been able to do. So give me a month and a half. I'll be able to do 150s for 10.
You got all the muscles. What you need? You need to go in the gym every day for. But I'm sorry.
I'm KD Street.
When I was 19, I had 35s on both sides. Right? At 42, I done graduated.
What you got?
5s on both sides, just a different color. What is wrong with y'all, man? Right? If I want to get tired, I don't go up in weight. I just do a little bit more of the same weight.
I
don't even know if I can do 40s. 35 is my max. I go straight to, hey, sweetheart, what you gonna do with those? You gonna squat? I need those. And whatever I'm gonna do right here, whatever I'm gonna let 35s is it. After that, they hurt. They hurt.
So
they hurt.
That's the thing. So I don't really lift heavy like that anymore. I just got to the point where I'm like, man, I'm 55, about to be 56. What the hell I need to be 255 and all that stuff. So I'm about to come on down. I'm about to come down to about I'm gonna come down to like 242, and I'm gonna stay to get at 242. I'm like 255 right now.
Come work out with me, Unc.
Nah, hell no. Man, I ain't gonna get nothing. I ain't get nothing.
First of all, we're gonna spend the first hour just booty watching, right? I gotta get you acclimated with all the young things in there, right? Like,
hey, you got them girls in there with them giddy girls on?
Stay away from that. I got that one. I did that one. I did both of them at the same time, right? And then
but see, here's the thing though, Gil. I got to have some kind of weight to me, because I can't have dudes walking up on me think they're gonna punk me, because ain't no punking Shannon Sharpe.
No, see, I ain't got those problems, huh?
Nah. So
listen, I live
35. Ain't nobody. Look, if I'm sitting down, ain't nobody coming to stand up over me. That ain't gonna happen. So that's why I stay to myself. I go to my little places, my little off the wall places. I stay to myself. Hey, that ain't gonna happen.
We seen you with the Grizzly, like, trust me, we know, right? me, the only person that I felt comfortable with was probably T. Oh, I can get him, right? The rest of them, they look athletic. See, I can get him. The rest of y'all, I'm gonna shut the fuck up back here.
Yeah,
that's me, y'all.
But he and I had a great conversation after the thing. He's like, man, I ain't mean no harm. I said, bro, all I know is I heard what you said, and when I whirled around at that point in time, now I'm on one. So at that point in time, honestly, when people say they black out, I believe them, because at that point in time, I completely forgot I was at the game. At that point in time, I'm at a cookout, I'm at a bar, I'm at something, and I'm not even looking at them. All I know, I say, if one guy step over that line, it's over. Ooh, and everybody, man, you scared of? I said, bro, I don't know where y'all from. I say, maybe y'all wired like that, so if somebody big, you get scared. I say, bro, I ain't like that. I said, I hate that I put myself in that situation, but Gil, when I say I blacked out, I honestly did. I forgot that I was at a game. It wasn't until I got back, because the security took me back in the hallway, and they was talking to me, and I could hear them talking, but I'm highly agitated. So at that point, and I remember just like, they're like, hey, you good? And I'm thinking to myself, why y'all asking me, am I good? So I'm like, as I'm calming down, I'm like, oh man. I said, man, I done messed up. I said, my sister gonna see this. I said, my brother gonna see this. My kids gonna see this. I said, man. At that point in time, the job, hey, it is what it is. If they want to move in a different direction, they got to do what they got to do. At that point in time, the only thing I'm thinking about, my sister, my brother, and my kids. I said, they gonna see this. And I said, oh man. I said, oh my God. And I remember looking down at my phone and trending. Everything is just like, I said, what the? I said, man, Shannon, you done messed up now. At that point in time, Gil, there wasn't nothing I could do. So if Fox come in and say we want to go in another direction, which we ended up doing 6 months later, it is what it is. Hey, I'm wrong. I'm dead ass. So I was wrong. I handled it poorly. And like I said, and I apologize to the Grizzlies and Dylan Brooks, because it shouldn't have got that way. I just said what I said. I didn't think it was that bad, but okay, I get it. I'm a fan. I'm trash talking, going back and forth, but I was wrong. I was wrong. I should have just sat my ass down. And that's what I do now. I go to the game. Hey, bro, how you doing? They're like, hey, I leave it alone. But hey, Gil, like I said, when people say they black out, I believe them. Gil, I completely forgot I could honestly, I couldn't hear anything. It was like I was at a game and like in the fourth quarter and I need to make a play and everything is hush.
Well, you was in football mode.
Gil, everything was calm. I couldn't, all those fans, I couldn't hear a thing. And then all of a sudden, I heard guys talking. I could hear Ja talking at that point in time. And, everybody came running. And then I'm like, boy, I ain't got nobody with me that's going to squabble. I said, boy, I give anything to have my boy. If I had Burns, if I had Bucket, I said, I'd be good right about now. I said, I'm by myself. I said, oh, well, it is what it is. I said, but boy. And so by that time I hear T, I was like, bro, y'all not going to do nothing. Y'all doing all that talking ain't going to do nothing. And then T says, I will. Who said that? Everybody's like, who said that? So, man, and so after I done calmed down, we came out there. He said, man, let me talk. He said, let me talk to you. I said, man, what's up, T? He said, bro. I said, what we doing? I said, bro, I don't know what we doing. I said, but bro, I'm glad you came and talked to me because you grown, I'm grown. I'm glad we handled diffused the situation. I said, but bro, you can't say you're going to, and when I'm in that state, you can't say you're going to do something because I'm going to need to see it. I mean, it is what it is. I'm going to have to see it.
I think you need to put those 170s down.
I ain't put no, Gil, real talk. Had I been like in the league,
and that's what I'm saying. When you at 35s, Unc, you ain't got to worry about none of that, Unc. I can tell you this: I've never Jay-Z'd. I never blacked out ever. Right? I can tell you this: if shit get them popping, I got to know where to run. Hey, I'm not even lying. Somebody sent me a DM and said, "Oh yeah." And I remember talking to you in the mall. I was talking to you in the mall, and the fight broke out, and you bounced and left the mall. Yeah, that's me. God damn it. Yeah, I'm out of there. My feet work very well.
Gil. For the most part, Gil, I've never really been a fighter. I've always tried to diffuse the situation. Like when I was in college, I was the guy. Look, I've always been the leader, and so I've always tried to keep my guys under control. Even on the team. And I know guys more times than not, the guys on the team, they're probably going to be able to beat the average college dude. Not always, but for the most part. But I know how my guys are. So if one of them fighting and they losing, they're going to jump in.
Yeah.
And so for me, I always try to diffuse a situation. Like, even if I saw one of my teammates talking to a young lady and I know she had a boyfriend, I'm like, bro, let that go, man.
Yeah.
Man, fuck. Now, bro, let that go. I said, because if somebody was talking to your girl, you feel some type of way. I know you. So let it go. Give that man his respect. We at the game, we at somewhere. We're not finna do that. We're going to be respectful. Now, hey, if they break up, but nah, bro, just because you on a football team and you this, you that, let that go, bro. That ain't we don't need that. We don't need them kind of problems. Because if something go down, T5, we going to ride. And ain't nobody finna ride with, ain't nobody on the yard, not the Kappas, not the Qs, not nobody, not the basketball team, the baseball team, no other team gonna mess with us. We knew that.
Yeah.
So let's just, we got to keep the peace, bro. We got to go to school here. And I don't want to be having to look over my back. Even when the guys came out the city, there's a situation where guys came out the city. Well, hell, I'm, me, I got a whip, Gil. So I'm all at the car wash. I'm on 37 the Bull. I'm all over. I'm at the barbershop. I'm on the west side. Bro, they catch me slipping because of some foolishness that y'all did. Nah, bro. Nah, we're not going to do that. So I've always been a guy to keep the peace. Now, I'm going to try to say, bro, let that go. Man, now, sometimes guys like, man, forget that. He's saying this. Say, bro, come on, bro. I'm trying to, if I turn this pit bull loose, he go. So that's how I am, Gil. Now, as I gotten older, like I said, man, that was honestly, that might have been one of the worst moments of my life because I put myself in a situation I should have never been in. Because once he said what he said, I should have let it go. But I let it, that was like, oh shit. Damn.
Yeah. I never got to worry about that. Trust me, God damn it. Nah.
Man,
Just hang out with me, Unc. Boy, we'll be running together. Now, come on, Unc. Come on. Now, I'll be pushing.
I done got too. Hey, Gil, I ain't gonna lie, Gil. I ain't got too old to run. These hips ain't gonna let me run.
Then we can walk real
We
fast.
Gil, we gotta make a stand. We gotta make a stand, Gil. Hey, we gotta be hey.
Make a stand. I'm the first one to get hit. Always go for the weak link.
Oh yeah. No, that's what I'm telling you guys. That's what I'm trying to tell you. I put as old as I am, that's the first time I hadn't even been in an argument. Probably since had to be in my early 30s. I got into it with a guy at the barbershop because he was talking some stuff that he shouldn't have been talking. And that was the only time I said, bro, if somebody want to know something about me in here, they can ask me. They don't need you repeating what happened at Savannah State, bro. Man, I said, all I'm saying is, hey, keep me and my kids out your mouth. That's all you got to do. I'm done with it. Oh, man. I said, bro, you ain't finna talk me to death now. What you want to do? As simple as that, you're not finna talk me to death. What you want to do?
I hope he said, well, shit, I was planning to talk to you to death because I ain't got
no. He left and then come back.
Smart man. See?
He ain't never I don't think he ever came back to the barbershop.
Hell no. Nah, there's a pit bull in that barbershop. I'm going to the one around the corner.
Yeah. But like I said, he said some stuff about my kid. I don't play about my kid. First of all, it ain't none of your business about my kid. So I just hey, let that ride. On the 5th day of the ongoing feud, Nicki invoked Rihanna to claim that Megan tried to force sympathy on herself as a victim of violence. She also refuted that she encouraged their fans to approach or desecrate the grave site of Megan's late mother. Nicki speculated that Megan's management company, Roc Nation, has launched a smear campaign against her and accused Megan of seeking sympathy and controversy to boost her career. It's so obvious she wanted a Rihanna moment so bad, referencing the Chris Brown 2009 assault on Rihanna, in which her interview with ABC right after. In April 2022, Megan discussed being shot by rapper Tory Lanez nearly 2 years prior with Gayle King on CBS Morning. Nicki implied that Meg Thee Stallion can't succeed without provoking her. What's your thought? Have you heard the beef? Nicki came out with Bigfoot, and I guess it's in response to Megan's hiss. So what's your take on what's your take on that?
When it comes to just female rap as a whole, I don't like the industry because there's only 3 or 4, and the fact that there's only 3 or 4, why is there always beef, and why do everyone want to create a beef with the 3 or 4? Like I came up with the Missy Elliott era where they had songs, Ladies Night, where you had all the greats get on there and they put great music. So the fact that all the rap women are beefing or they're linking up the beef kind of just stops you from wanting to just be a fan of female rap. Right? So because of let me know when, Cardi B, Nicki, and Megan Thee Stallion get on a song together and put some great music together. Right?
I agree.
Because, but the fact that it's only 3 or 4 of y'all and the 4 of y'all is all beefing, I'm cool on the situation, right? They're gonna have ins and out on each other, and from there, we're just gonna be listening to just listen, right? At the end of the day, we don't care.
No,
we don't care. There's Bigfoot, Littlefoot, right? I mean, she's 6.
Oh, yeah, but she stacked up though.
No facts. I wouldn't mind.
Hey.
Listen, like
last time I seen something stacked like that a long time ago, I was in the library. They had books. It was summer, and the books were stacked up. The one you supposed to get and read for the summer.
Like I'd rather them make music together than beef. That's how I look.
Yeah, I agree with you. I don't even like the guys beefing. I mean, look, I understand. I mean, you know what? I think, look, I go back when LL and Mo D dropped a diss track, and then you got Ether, and you got No Vaseline, and you got I think KRS-One had so he him and Boogie Down Production, they dropped one. LL had another one with Cannabis.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
I mean, I can do without it. I mean, I get it.
But like, as musician, it's just like sometimes in the NBA, right? We wish we seen like certain matchups, like we wish we seen Kobe versus LeBron in championship, right? The history, we didn't get to see that history, right? Prince and Michael Jackson doing some type of collaboration, right? There's just music that these greats, because they're beefing, we as fans we miss out on it, because some of the best artists, when they collab, shit is fire.
Yeah, and y'all can't get mad if somebody else come to the table and start hating on them because they knew. I mean, I like, damn, let them get this bread. Look, there's enough money out here for all of us to make, no matter what genre, no matter what field that you're in. If you're an actor, you're an entertainer, you're a rapper, you whatever the case may be, you in podcasts, there's enough money for everybody. Get what you get, and I don't have to talk about you to bolster my career. I mean, I don't get anything out of that.
It's the female rap, man. It's just something about, like, they just want to keep the beef alive, and I'm like, the Missy Elliott is where I like where's that? Where's that connection? Like, but it ain't it.
Thoughts on the rumored relationship between Drea Michelle and Jalen Green? Joe Budden called her a predator. I don't know. Listen, for me personally, I don't know a whole lot about her. I mean, I know she dated, what's the guy from the Cowboys? Yeah. Orlando Scandrick. I think they have a child together, but that's about the extent of what I know about her. I ain't into that kind of. I don't really go that deep into it. Damn, Gil, why you up there got a stone?
No, stop.
Man, Gil. Gil, this man stand up here stone face. I'm up here talking, so you know a lot about her.
Hey, your research chief, stop researching.
I'm over here thinking about, man, hold on, they say Megan World Size. Hey, man, up here talking about Megan World Size Men 13. Jeez, I don't care if she got a 15. I'll take them here. I'll take the bro. If she wear Tim's, I'll take her rounding up off her. Hey,
yeah, I know a little something. Nah.
So what's going on? What's your look? Me personally, dude, 21. I mean, we all had, hey, look, and they about, 40 ain't old. No, 40 is not old. But hey, when you 19, like your boy was, hey, it is what it is. She's in the she's 39, right?
39, yeah.
Just 39. Okay, 39 ain't nothing wrong with that.
Okay, so the real problem for a lot of women who's, that's dated very successful men with money, right? When nobody their age wants them anymore, because they done got wife, they married, they done did this. The only way you survive is to go backwards. Because the only people that's gonna take you serious is someone who don't know you, or someone that idolizes you. So some of these older women that has names that are famous, right? The men in their age group know them.
Right.
We good, right? The young people who's looking through the magazines, like, oh, it is you. They appreciate that woman. So yeah, it might look sideways, especially if it was man. The man is older and the woman younger. Yeah, that'll look frowned upon. I mean, the real question is, what the fuck are y'all talking about? 39 and 21. But I'm sure that, do what we gonna do.
Right.
But for the most part, like, those women really ain't got no outsource in a sense. Nobody their age wants them, so it's the people that's going to make them feel like they're wanted will be the younger generation of men. That's why some of these older women are coming back, and like, hey, young fella, be at the club. You want a PlayStation? Hey, yeah. I got a little Xbox, new Xbox customs for you, rockets, number four.
But look, at this point in time, I'm sure they know who she is. I'm sure even if you're 21, you probably know some of the guys that she's been with, and that's not a knock, because if you're a professional athlete, women might not know all the women, because it's not, because like, I mean, for this topic, I looked and saw that she had dated. I was like, well, damn. But guys are a little bit more secretive. And so a lot of the people that, I don't know if you want to call it date, smash and dash or whatever the case may be, guys try to keep that stuff on the hush. But when you're a female, it's kind of hard because the word's going to get around, because guys talk. Guys have turned into broad these days. Because when I grew up, that thing was hush. You ain't kiss and tell. You didn't know. I mean, but now, bro, why I care? Man, hey, man, I used to. Okay, bro.
No,
you ain't messing with her now. She with me now. So whatever.
That's the athlete. That's the young kids now. Like shit, there was girls that I know that they got 3 or 4 dudes on the same team. Flow 8, flow 3, flow 12, right? And that's just the facts. But these young generation kids, just like when we was young, right? We're looking at these women like,
right.
These are the like in his world, this is probably one of the finest women that he's ever seen.
Yeah.
Right. So to him, the past don't matter.
Hey, Gil, I don't know about you, but I'm just trying to find one of the more jet centerfolds that I used to have stapled to my wall in college. And they know they're probably about 70, but let me catch one slipping.
Listen, we used to be in there like, hey, that's Pinky at the game. Pinky from the porn. Hell yeah. Shit, I'm going to go ahead and take a shot at it. We don't care.
Yeah.
We don't care, like, you know what I mean? we don't care, man. And that's where he's at. Like, it's at the end of the day, it's like, I'm pretty sure whatever she's doing, them 21-year-olds his age ain't doing. And that's her advantage. Right? Because she's happy to be there. Right? She knows she's been there before. She knows how to play her role. She knows how to like make him feel like a man and make him feel important versus a girl his age.
Right.
Think it's about her.
Yeah. And Gil, the thing is like a female, it's kind of hard for a female to be with an athlete and ever go back to a common guy. It's not, and I don't mean common, I'm saying, but once you get to that lifestyle of being able to go places that guys that work 9 to 5 or that's not a professional athlete. So don't take this the wrong way. I don't mean common, but what I mean, if you're a professional athlete, you have access to things that guys that work 9 to 5, that's not professional athletes, that's not a celebrity, that's not an entertainer, doesn't have access to. So once a female is gotten accustomed to that or been in that, it's hard. That's why man, she was with such and such, she was with this rapper, she's with this NBA player. Where does she go? Because she's gotten accustomed to dating a guy that can give her a lifestyle. So she needs that lifestyle.
It ain't even that she needs it. She's going to get offered it. No, she's going to get offered it. Like
for sure.
What is the Tori? Well, no, not Tori. Harvey. What's her name?
Laura Harvey.
Right. We know who she dated. Right. She can walk into any locker room and say, "Hey man, who want to date? Who want to date me?" Go to all 30 locker rooms. You're going to have 5 to 9 dudes raise their hand.
Yeah.
Women like that look like that, their options are limitless long as they look good because the younger generation looks at them like idols. The people their age is like, nah, we good on that. Somebody who's younger that's like, oh my God, that's her. I want her. I got the money. Let me go ahead and take my shot. So, women like that are going to always put themselves in position to find younger men, right?
Mm-hmm.
If you want to call it predator, because they will do that to us. They would do that to us, but in reality, there's not one man in here that's young that won't take an older woman. It is different.
Yeah.
Older women treat you well. The older women seems creepy. I guess that's how it looks.
Look, that's not a situation I can see if she's 35 and she got a 13-year-old, she's a 16-year-old. Man, dude 21. Dude know what he doing.
Mm-hmm.
You know what he doing, Gil.
No, he won't.
I mean, even at 19, I knew what I was doing, and I knew her age, and I thought it was kind of cool. I like, you want on your shit?
Yeah, you just got to be careful on your wordage. You can't.
Yeah.
You can't say ma'am. You can't. There's just certain shit you just can't say. Being young and she older. You know what I mean?
I call her miss. I was calling her miss. I couldn't help it. Because Gil, I'm from the South, and so a lady that's older than you, I don't care if it's only 3-4 years. Yes, ma'am. Miss.
Yeah.
So I think it felt kind of good. You can't get it. That kind of good.
Oh man, you got a feeling all bad in here. You
won't feel all bad
without saying she old.
Nah, she loved it.
Hey, miss. Yeah.
They say it again. I mean, okay. Yeah. Leo, they say bench, cut, start, Jokic, Embiid, AD.
Damn. Shit. Man, what's wrong with him, man? I hate when people make it real difficult. So I'm gonna go he got his daddy legs this week. So I'm gonna go Embiid. I'm gonna start Embiid. I'm gonna bench Jokic. I'm gonna cut AD.
Yeah, I'm gonna start Jokic. Embiid either got stomach issue or he got knee issues. I'm gonna bench Embiid, AD. You gotta like make it Luka. You gotta make it somebody. You gotta make it somebody really, really difficult. You gotta make it Luka. Make it Jason Tatum.
Yeah,
somebody like that. Florian Carlos Suba said, Unc Gil Wilbon versus Stephen A, Ocho, and McCants. 3-on-3 basketball. No make it, take it. 1st to 21. Who wins?
You and Ocho?
No, it's me, you, and Wilbon versus Stephen A, Ocho, and McCants.
All right, look, you got McCants. I got Stephen A. Smith. We're going to let Ocho just get dizzy out there trying to use his speed.
Man, y'all need to cut that down to like first to 5 because we ain't going to ever get to 21.
Now, listen, if y'all set some screens, get your boy open.
We could do that. We could do that. Hey, ain't no running now.
I'm thinking about my old shooting before I did that 12-25.
Yeah, we got to cut that down. We got to cut that down. Make it to 7.
Like
make it to 7. You got a deal.
That is senior night. I ain't play all year, and they calling my name to get in the game. That's how I feel right now.
Dr. Frankie L. Bellamy said, "Hey, Gil, if you could pick any NBA player, past or present, to be your teammate for a 2-on-2 street basketball game, who would it be and why?"
2-on-2 street basketball game. Ooh, I would go with.
Man, you taking Jordan to Kobe. Man, stop up there like you pondering.
Street basketball?
Yeah.
You're right. I might take James Harden in that style. Or Kyrie.
Over Jordan to Kobe?
In street, but are we just playing street basketball, or we got to do the tricks and stuff, or are we just playing regular basketball?
You playing blacktop basketball. like we grew up playing.
Yeah, I just want to say Shaq, but I'll take Jordan.
Or what about KD?
Them outside rims, man. I know he's a sniper, but you got to pick. Are we playing on double rims? Are we playing with the chain fit? Like it becomes a thing.
Right. Asador D said, can we say Doc is NBA version of Mike McCarthy? Both won one ring years ago, but can't get past the second round of the playoffs.
Woo! I mean, it's facts, man. I mean, it's facts. Like I had to really look. Like, look. When people say, why is Doc where he is? Doc has done something that a lot of people just don't do. He's made connections, right? He's made friends. He's understood the survival by friendship.
Yes.
Right? By connecting himself with people who are important, people who have connections. So when he's trying to go places and get places, he can call in favors and friends, right? I can't knock him for that, right? I want to be in situations like that. So when we question his resume, his real resume is his friendship. And that, for some people, that's what matters. The loyalty that he has with his friends, and they're paying back that. So, yeah, we're going to kill him for, his resume. Like, it's his resume that's behind the scenes that he has.
Somebody in the chat say they're going to take Kyrie in a street basketball.
Yeah, I mean, he got that street game.
Oh,
right?
yeah, for sure.
He got that street game.
Please explain to me why Doc River has a job and a choke more than Miss Nasty B with Unc off them diamonds. I mean, Gil just told you. Gil said he's made connections, and like I've met Doc. I mean, like I said, I don't really know the intricacies of what goes on behind the scenes, so I'm gonna take Gil that Gil knows all that. But he's engaging. He has a conversation. He knows the game of basketball, and he's a easy talk. He can talk, and he's very relatable, very personable. Make you feel like you've known him your whole life.
I guess that's when we're talking about friendships, when we're talking about just life, who we know our friendship is better than our resume that we have.
Right.
You know what I mean? When we make people feel good about themselves, they're willing to put us in positions with the power that they have, and that's with Doc. So I'm expecting his son to be in position at some point to get a chance to coach too.
Wow. We're gonna take a few more questions. My boss is Unculture J. My boss is pushing me at work to be in a leader position. I'm honored, but I don't think I'm a leader. He says when I speak, people listen, but I don't know. Could you give me some advice on how to navigate and deal with it? Well, clearly your boss sees something that you don't. And that's not an easy thing to do, is to be a leader, especially, I mean, it's a lot easier when you're younger because, kids are impressionable but now as adults can make up their own mind. But that's really hard to say. That's something that, I mean, I don't really know the people that you're around, but for your boss to have that kind of confidence in you, that should tell you something.
Yeah. Like, leadership is not about like dictatorship.
Right.
Real leaders they're bringing the best out of everybody that they're leading. Right. So, he feels that you probably can talk to people. They listen, they respect you. Right. And to be in that position, you just have to understand when to push the envelope, when to back it off. Right. So your job is basically to put everybody in a great position to be successful. That's what it is.
Yeah. And you got to know how to talk, because everybody is not motivated by the same tactics. Like I would always say, some guys you got to pat on the back, some guys you got to kick in the butt, some guys you got to tell a joke. Hey, man, man, my grandma could have caught that one. Hey, I mean, come on, bro. Hey, bro. Hey, we all out here. You getting paid too. Now you got to check too.
Yep.
So that's the thing, is just understanding how to talk to people and talk to people in a different type of way. Anthony Bolt, yo, Unc, does your Charlie Brown shirt have a man? Oh, man, that's loose.
In the piano?
That's light. What kind of unit? No, that's his real. That's his real hair. He ain't got no man unit on it. I mean, that's his real hair. Man, y'all know that man ain't got no man. Y'all keep the bull job going. Y'all keep the bull job going. Mr. Jock, sub 84 and Gil. If guys had to get rid of one holiday and it's between Valentine's Day and Halloween, which one would you choose and why? Both involve candy and being with loved one. Man, Halloween don't involve being with no loved one unless you got kids. Halloween for kids. But y'all don't hijack the holiday. How many times y'all, man, we got a Halloween party, man. I got this Halloween thing going on. Grown folks done hijack the holiday.
Mm-hmm.
Now, they're not going trick-or-treating, but they dressing up more than the kids.
No, that's
and they thinking about their costume. I guarantee you, people are already thinking about their 2024 costume. They looking to see what's the hottest. Ooh, I'm gonna be this. I'm gonna be this.
Mm-hmm. No, that's for real. But I'm gonna get rid of Valentine's.
Hell yeah, Valentine costs you because you a grill.
Because we gonna spend money to get nothing in value.
Yeah,
right? Like we ain't getting nothing.
Yeah,
right. I'm sorry. Like, if you broke and you can't get me what you need, like what you can afford. You got a friend, right? You got two friends? Gone.
Oh, you need all three of them?
Yeah,
but because men, first of all, men get the short end of the stick on Valentine's Day. Because contrary to what y'all think, women, that hoo-ha ain't worth 15 grand. It ain't worth 10 grand. It ain't worth 20 grand. So I don't know who told you that it was. It's not.
No.
So you getting guys that they laying out 3 Birkins, or they buying you a whip, or they got flowers coming from Beverly Hills all the way up to Malibu, and they done rented out they done got a $20,000 a night room. Yeah, we done got we get the you know what? Now that I think about it, Gil, we get the short end of the stick on every damn holiday. Mother's Day, the mothers get way more than the fathers. For Christmas, the mothers get the woman get way more than the man. Valentine's Day, they get way more than the man. When we gonna get a holiday that we get to get one up?
No. We don't. It's not a holiday. We've been planning. You know how your girl bring her friends?
Yeah.
And she expect you to pay?
Pay what? Pay them no mind. They better get the hell up out of here. You better eat before you left home.
No, you pay. She got 12 friends. That's 12 dates.
I've been very fortunate, Gil, that the women that I date is just like her and I when we go out. I think I've actually only been out with a date with a young lady and her friends ended up like, my friends are here, you mind if we go there? Probably since I've been dating 38 years, maybe 2 or 3 times.
You need to hang out with me, huh?
No, hell, I don't. Not with here. You paying for 12 people. I don't.
Oh, no, because that's 12 girls. I'm getting all 12 numbers. All 12. Hey, y'all see how I laid this out, huh? Y'all laid this out. They auditioning. Sorry, baby. Oh, you want me to pay for them? They owe me. That's how we gonna do this. You don't want me to. They see what I did for you. They gonna want the same.
They want that same thing here.
I'm gonna entertain it. I'm gonna entertain it.
I don't even know how to talk to them like that.
Easy, huh? You got the money. You just say. Sometimes you just say the shit that come on. I just say shit to see if it flies.
Man, Gil, I remember one time I was in Denver. I was talking to this one chick, and her girlfriend gave me a number. I threw that in the trash. I said, oh, hell no. I ain't finna start there. I don't do friends. I'm good on that one. No, man, I don't do that.
Oh, that's the South, huh? Oh, that's the
Friends
South.
and friends, relative. Nah, I'm good. Come on. I can't in good conscience. So I'm cool with it. Hey. And I know I've been in situations where friends they fell out and they know I used to talk to one. What you doing? You know, she wasn't no baby. I ain't like that, baby. I ain't that. Come on now.
Damn, you make
whatever y'all got going on, that don't bother
you got me. You got me thinking that I'm out here looking like a bad dude, huh? Like
you ain't no bad dude to each his own, Gil.
Like, I'm just saying, look, I'm the type of dude that if I'm cheating on my girl and she walk in, I'm not stopping.
Huh?
No. Stop it.
How she gonna walk in, Gil? I mean, she got a key. She know where you be.
I'm at her house or whatever. She walked in. I'm gonna finish because look, my brain already processed. You walked in and you run out. I already lost you, right?
Right.
Now, if I get up and I run after you, what's she gonna think? Damn. So no, I'm gonna finish. I'm gonna keep walking.
Oh Lord, have mercy.
I'm not losing both with the same mistake. I'm keeping the one I'm with. So I'm just gonna go ahead and finish. I'm the type of guy I am.
I need some more water on that one, Gil. I need some more water on this one. Hold on, just a second, Gil. Just a second.
Hey, listen, I'm not trying to be disrespectful. I'm just being smart, huh? You already caught me, right? Now, if I get up and chase you, I'll lose her too. I lost two girls with the same. Oh, damn. Yeah.
Go on. Yeah, Gil. You couldn't operate it because you'd have me in some stuff. You'd have me in some stuff, nah. And they're gonna say, nah, you can't hang out with Gil. Oh, hell nah.
None of my teammates wives would have hang out with me.
Nah, hell nah. I'm like, oh nah, Gil. I can't do that. I'm just like, nah, I don't do this.
Damn. Okay, man. I know. I gotta get wholesome.
It's too late for that, Gil.
I gotta get wholesome.
I don't see that happening anytime soon, Gil. I really don't.
I gotta get wholesome because
it
do get lonely sometimes, like on like a Thursday, during the week or a Monday.
Yeah.
It get lonely out there.
Yeah, nah, Gil. I'm sorry. Guys, please make sure you hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. We want to thank you for joining us for another episode of Nightcap. Gil's podcast, Gil's Arena YouTube channel, airs Monday through Thursday live at 11:30 a.m. Pacific. That's 2:30 Eastern time. Gil's Arena YouTube. The show airs Monday through Thursday live 11:30 a.m. Pacific, 2:30 p.m. Eastern. We've also pinned Shea by Laportier. The link is at the top of the chat. Super Bowl party, Valentine's, St. Patrick's Day, birthday. Go out and buy yourself or someone that you love, someone special. Grab them a bottle. As a matter of fact, go ahead and buy 2 bottles. I would greatly appreciate that. The Bucks spoil Dame's return. The Blazers spoils Dame's return, 119-116. Celtics now lead the East by 5 games. The Suns, KD goes back and they win. He scores 33, 136-120. KD gets the win in his return. Return to Brooklyn. Dame does not get the win in his return to Portland. Thank you again. I'm your favorite Unc, Shannon Sharpe. That's your favorite, number 0. Let me see if y'all know what these are. Take a look at these, Gil. You know what these are, Gil?
Oh my. Yeah. Who'd you rob, Unc?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's your favorite number. That's your favorite number 0, your favorite Wildcat of all time, Agent Zero Hibachi. Gil Arenas, thank you for joining us. Ocho and I are back tomorrow night. We're out.